a little.
When the mom traded in the cape for pills, how come I don't feel the things I used to feel and lost that trust in myself? Tell me, will I ever be significant to someone if I don't feel like I'm worthy when looking at everything I've done? I wanna know when I started this overthinking, believing the shit I tell myself, pulling away from everyone. I wanna know if this is really forever. Am I just defective or would I get better if I could let it go? And if a heart gets broken half, will I ever get it back? I wanna know, where did all the good things go that used to get me high when I needed them the most? I wanna know, is all I'll be a broken thing? Is it just me? I wanna know. Okay, am I flawed from the fabric or just got stained from the things that have happened? Spent enough time lost in the tragic to mask the pain. I might have lost all the passion and sick of the sad shit. Yeah, me too. I don't wanna take drugs just to feel like I used to. Never knew this was all it would take to be pushed out the way. Now I'm full of this weight. Am I the only one lost? Am I the only one left that can help me? I'm falling apart. If there's a remedy left, can you tell me? Someone tell me. Where did all the good things go that used to get me high when I needed them the most? I wanna know, is all I'll be a broken thing? Is it just me? I wanna know. Why do good things wanna hide from me? Like I'm lost in the dark, all that I can see. Everybody just lies, but I need to know. Are the bad things left, all that I can hold? Why do all the good things wanna hide from me? Like I'm lost in the dark, all that I can see. Everybody just lies, but I need to know. Where did the good things? Good things wanna hide from me. Lost in the dark, all that I can see. Everyone lies, but I need to know. Where did the good things? Good things wanna hide from me. Lost in the dark, all that I can see. Everyone lies, but I need to know. Someone tell me now. Where did all the good things go? It used to get me high when I needed them the most. I wanna know, is all I'll be this broken piece? Is it for me? Lost in the dark, all I can see. Everyone lies, but I need to know. Good things wanna hide from me. Lost in the dark, all that I can see. Everyone lies, but I need to know. Where did all the good things go? Way out west on the edge of the coast where the dreams start dying. Hollywood's dead, but the stars still glow when the lights stay blinding. Party don't stop, but it's time to go home when the sun starts shining. Not a lot of friends at 4 a.m., but I hate this silence. I tend to get a little over-attached. I think I know for a fact that I'm a sociopath. I put a hoe in my lap to help me close all the gaps. It's like a gun in my head and I'ma blow that shit back. They be like, oh my god, is he dead or is he dozing off? Just another deadbeat wrapped up in the bed sheets, but the party keeps going on. Dead or alive, give me one last kiss. It's a hell of a night for me to feel like shit. One step at a time off the edge of this cliff. Halfway down and it sound like this. Way out west on the edge of the coast where the dreams start dying. Hollywood's dead, but the stars still glow when the lights stay blinded. Party don't stop, but it's time to go home when the sun starts shining. Not a lot of friends at 4 a.m., but I hate this silence. I get violent when it get quiet. All I see is darkness under my eyelids.
How we doing tonight, y'all? Phil, Chester, my boy John, Justin, Sharon, Phil. Who's all in here, man? Rachel, what's going on? How is everybody feeling tonight, y'all? I hope everybody's feeling good. We're gonna turn this down a little bit. Really get it hitting here. All right, we're not peaking no more. Yeah. John Moxley fan, what's going on, baby? All right, we ready to do this?
Welcome to Monday.
Let's watch this live, baby. Let's turn her up. All right, y'all. Uh-oh. How's everybody doing tonight, man? Is everybody feeling good? Dex, what's going on, my boy Darth Bane? I see you in the chat, brother. Mark, what's going on? All right, y'all. We here. Let's do it. WWE over on TikTok. Thank you for the follow.
Then,
Was that actually? There's no way.
now.
Guys, if you're watching on TikTok, definitely be sure to share the stream, send it to whoever. We are live right as we speak, baby. And we right on time. Let's turn off the desktop. All right, let's get that turned off. We should be good to go.
Well, this
Yes,
is
guys.
Titletown. Green Bay,
Here in a little bit,
Wisconsin,
I'll
which will
explain
host
everything that's going on right now, guys. If you guys want, RJ, my boy, is in the chat. Guys, if you want, I have a super chat goal set up over on YouTube. I'm trying to get to 5 super chats today. If you guys want to help, you guys are more than welcome to. Obviously, never obligated to. The one thing that I do ask is that everybody like this stream, man. Like the stream. Let us know how you're feeling about it in the chat. Trevo is in the building, my boy.
Champion. Gunther won the title from Jey Uso last week. The ring general is here live tonight.
Uh-oh. Gunther's
Well,
back.
Bayley made her shocking return last week after being out of action since prior to WrestleMania, thanks to a Becky Lynch
That's
attack.
right, Phil. It's
Bayley
time for Raw,
is here
baby.
Live. La Primera, Stephanie Becerra has an opportunity to advance in the Queen of the Ring tournament, but 3 other women stand in her way. Raquel Rodriguez, Ivy Nile,
Yeah, yeah.
and the returning Asuka.
RJ, thank you for the roses, brother. I appreciate you. Let's share this live stream as much as we can, man. Make sure to like it if you're watching over on TikTok.
Filled by this man, GM Pierce, has given the former world champion Jey Uso,
Jey Uso,
the
baby.
opportunity to compete in a fatal 4-way versus Sheamus.
y'all a little ahead of me. Y'all a little ahead of me.
Live tonight.
Yeah, yeah. Yeet. Mexi, who is my favorite wrestler of all time? Randy Orton.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Intercontinental Champion.
Oh, we digging the no hat? Yeah, I'm not wearing a hat. I know it's a little different. My boy Miles calling me out. I am. I'm feeling myself. I put my hair in a bun. I lied. My girl put my hair in a bun.
Liv Morgan with the cocky smile on her face, but she has had a rough time of it as of late over the past
What's up,
couple
Pee-wee?
of weeks. Welcome to Monday.
What's my favorite
Night Raw,
theme
everybody,
song?
live and sold out
Cult of
today
Personality.
in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I'm Michael Cole. Pat McAfee is off tonight, but I am joined
Yeah, Mark,
back
I
in the
agree.
saddle again with my old partner Corey Graves. Welcome back, Corey.
Oh my God, Corey Graves is on Raw.
For Monday Night Raw next to you on Netflix, especially on a night
Dude, that makes
with
me so
royal
happy.
implications.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, last week on Monday Night Raw, the return of WWE Hall of Famer Nikki Bella, who was interrupted by one Liv Morgan.
Yeah, I know everybody's a little upset about Jay
have
being
a
in that last qualifier
championship.
spot.
And I have a man. Speaking
She
of
doesn't really
your
have a man, though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just trying to figure out who he belongs
Corey
to.
is back.
You or Roxanne Perez? I'm confused. Can you congratulate her for me for taking your title shot?
Oh, Phil,
and
he'll
your
be
man?
back. Pat will be back.
You can say whatever you want because I'm still a champion. And all you'll ever be is a reality show diva.
A reality show diva.
Exchanging incendiary comments.
Oblivion.
Morgan would nail Nikki
She hit that
Bella
thing so
with
clean, dude.
Oblivion.
Anymore, Nikki, this is my division.
And the trash talking
Mexican
would
King, thank you for the follow,
continue.
brother.
Liv Morgan, she'll be in action later tonight against Kairi Sane, but she kicks off Raw here tonight.
I don't really know what the point of Jay losing is. I'll be quite honest here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Morgan.
Oh, is she Seth Rollins? My boy Darren, I see you in TikTok, brother. How are you?
And please make some noise for the most gorgeous man in WWE. He is the greatest intercontinental champion of all time, Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, the GOAT. Asuka does return tonight.
Thank you, my güerita, but tonight is not about me. Today is all about all about you.
Thank you, Dominic, because respect is the exact reason why I came out here to talk about tonight. You see, it seems like everyone needs reminding that this is my division. And when you talk about my division, you talk about me.
All right.
You see, Nikki Bella, she had to learn the hard way last week, and now she's sitting at home, all beat up, watching me on her television, which is exactly where she should be.
Oh, jeez.
Do you guys want to know what was worse than Nikki Bella not mentioning me last week? It's the fact that Io Sky went up to her before she came out and said, "You paved the way for a song." Well, what a joke, because no one paved the way for me, especially not Nikki Bella. I paved my own way.
Jeez.
And then I became the history-making, record-breaking, first and only 4-time Women's Tag Team Champion.
Is that an accomplishment?
And you guys know what that makes me? Because I know you guys know what that makes me. That makes me the greatest Women's Tag Team Champion of all
I mean, yeah, it does.
time. So I'm not asking for respect anymore. I'm demanding it. Just like I'm demanding the rematch that I never got for the Women's World Championship. So, Io, we can do things the easy way, or we can do things the hard way. The easy way would...
Here we go.
Well, we'll see if Io Sky wants to do things the easy way or the hard way, because here comes the Women's World
Io
Champion.
Sky. Guys, if you're watching on TikTok, make sure to like the stream and definitely share the stream. Darren, he said I was putting my new Blackstone together. Man.
Corey, last week, Io Sky was one of those in the locker room area who greeted the great Nikki Bella, said that Nikki was a trailblazer.
Let's go.
So many here.
And listen, I am having a hard time understanding exactly why it ruffled so many feathers, particularly the feathers of one Liv Morgan. Io is simply being respectful about the traditions of this industry.
Oh, Darren, I appreciate it, brother. Let's see what Io has to say.
Hey, Liv! Do everyone a favor? Shut your mouth!
That's right, Io.
All you do is whine and show disrespect. あんたいつもわがままばっかりいい加減にしろ!
What'd she say?
You disrespect Nikki Bella, and you disrespect me. If you wanna fight me, I'm right here.
Just straight to business. I can appreciate straight to business. I really can. Always have.
I do want to fight you, Io, but I only want to fight you for this championship. But if you're scared to fight me because we know that I've beaten you more than any other woman in this division, then that's okay. We don't need to fight, and you can just hand me the title. I'm okay with just taking it. You can totally just give it to me, and I'll be cool with that.
That ain't happening.
I'm not handing you anything. If you want it, you have to earn it.
Yeah, you gotta earn that thing.
You cannot just steal it like you stole dirty dumb.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Io, just make this easy for Liv and give her what she wants.
Dom gets so flustered.
Just
I love
like I
it.
do every single day.
Io, you should listen to Dominic because he's a smart man. You could just give the title a little spit shine and then hand it off to me. I'll take it right now. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You want it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
All right, Liv. You can have it.
Nice.
Good
Nice.
for Io.
Straight to action, baby.
Io Sky teaching Liv Morgan to have some.
Oh, to Dom. Oh,
jeez.
jeez.
Dominic as well.
An innocent bystander.
I would
Bro,
go that far.
bro was guilty by association.
Io
Damn.
Sky, the women's
What's going on,
world
brother?
champion.
I think it's safe to say that was not the response Liv Morgan was expecting
John.
from the women's world champion.
Well, what did she expect?
That was amazing.
Io Sky, a proud champion, was just going to hand over the championship.
Mark, I
to Liv
agree
Morgan.
100%.
Io Sky will not give away that title without a fight.
Well, listen, Liv Morgan made a lot of valid points tonight. She made, in the opinion of some, deserve an opportunity to become women's world champion
That was
once again.
awesome.
But Io Sky is going to make Liv fight for it.
Well, speaking of opportunities, big opportunity tonight. Final first-round matchups in both the men's King of the Ring and the women's Queen of the Ring tournament. Let's take a look at the bracket of the men's side of things. Remember, General Manager Adam Pearce added the former world champion Jey Uso to the mix tonight. The final spot will be decided in a fatal four-way match here on Monday Night Raw. Sheamus and Rusev and Big Bronson Reed and main event Jey Uso live tonight.
And the Queen of the Ring tournament continues on the women's side. As we look at the brackets thus far, Roxanne Perez, Jade Cargill, and Alexa Bliss have all advanced. Tonight, the final fatal four-way as Stephanie Vaquer battles Raquel Rodriguez, Ivy Nile, and a returning Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. Next.
We're getting that next.
And let's not waste any time.
It is really lazy booking. I have a lot to say. I'll be honest. Once we like slow down for a minute. We appreciate you, Darren. RJ, bro, that is hilarious.
The following fatal four-way is a first-round match.
Yo, shout out to you, RJ, bro. I appreciate you. Just keep on pushing this stream, man. Shout out to RJ over on TikTok, man. This guy has been, I mean, one of a kind. Y'all know who that is.
And she is sensational, Graves.
Arguably the hottest superstar in the
Y'all know
entire
who's on
game,
my
be it
TV
male
right now?
or female. Can Vaquer continue her momentum into the next round of the Queen of the Ring?
We're going to find out. We also have the return of Asuka live on Netflix.
Here we go. All right, so what happens for me here? Am I?
Golden opportunity
Yeah,
for this
no
woman,
commercials.
Stephanie Vaquer here tonight.
Yoko, they say absence makes the heart grow fonder. I've missed Stephanie Vaquer in a bad way since she left NXT recently.
All right, well, now they're
Big
just going to
news that
kind of do
came out
this,
on
so
Corey
I can
this
talk to you
week,
guys
the
for a minute.
WWE Super Show coming to Mexico City. July, then we head to Monterey on
We'll just turn it down a little bit.
July 27th. Tickets are going on sale Thursday at 10 a.m. Central Time. The pre-sale will begin this Wednesday. Stephanie Vaquer, of course.
Dex, that's a really good point.
Money in the Bank contract ladder match, a great showing for her in Los Angeles.
No
I missed you guys too, so this is, I guess, a good opportunity for me to just come on and talk to you guys for a second. Well, Stephanie's still in the ring. There's no commercial, so they're just probably going to run through a couple entrances. We got like 2 minutes. So just to give you guys like a quick rundown on everything that's been going on. So I obviously was not present this morning on Ango's show, and I wasn't, we weren't live. I want to say the last 4 days that we were supposed to be live. And the reason that is, hold on. This isn't going to be anything big. The reason why that is so sadly, the things with my grandma are just starting to get just a tad bit worse. This morning I found out that my stepdad's mother, my grandma Ruth, she I have to go see her tomorrow, and we're not 100% sure if that'll be the last time that I do. She was diagnosed with leukemia about a month ago, and sadly they've taken her off all of her medicine and everything, and they just plan to keep her comfortable now in the hospital, and we're just going to be surrounded by her with family and everything like that. So the reason why I wasn't live is just, taking care of family. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. My family right now is more of an importance to me than anything. I appreciate you guys. I always told you guys the one thing that I would 100% always be is honest and transparent. Nats fan, you'd be shocked. This right here is this to me is what I find exciting, and it's my getaway from, even if it is just 2.5 hours. She's in the hospital, and those hours end. But this is what I find peace with. I do this to get away from my real life for a little while. So I appreciate every single one of you, man. And I always told you guys I would be 100% honest and transparent. And that's what I'm here to be, is 100% honest and transparent. I spoke sad for a moment, but more than anything, I love you guys. I'm so appreciative of every single one of you that show up here and just appreciate the things that I do. You have no idea how much that means to me. You don't. But also, just to give another update, my other grandmother, Mammy, she has a surgery this upcoming Friday. She has some clogged arteries, so it's making her brain, she's not getting all the oxygen she needs. I'm not a doctor by any means, but I'm just, kind of referring to what I do know in the slightest. She has these clogged arteries. She's not getting a lot of oxygen to her brain. So we're just hoping that Friday, with the surgery and everything, she'll be able to come out of it and just be that much better. But my life has been a little crazy, but hey, man, we're here, and I love you guys, and I enjoy you guys. Do what Nats fans said. Hit that like button for me, guys. I love you, John, bro. I appreciate you. Phil, thank you so much, brother. Cam, thank you. 4 letters, 1 word. Yay.
Later on, well, hey, at least someone from Judgment Day picked up the win.
Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate it so much.
We heard Liv Morgan just a few moments ago deliver the mission statement to Raquel. It's crystal clear, because when everybody's winning, everybody gets along, whether it be the Judgment Day or any other faction throughout the history of this industry. When everybody's winning, when everybody's
RJ, facts, brother. I feel that 100%. It really. This man Phil, bro. Hold on. All right, we're about to Phil drop in the $10 super chat, really getting things started. Shout out to Phil, brother. I appreciate you, man. He says, I don't like the way WWE did the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments this year. The 4-ways are lazy, and this way of booking is seemingly because WWE does PLEs every 2 to 3 weeks, it's not a real King of the Ring tournament to me. So, Phil, I want to follow up there. Shout out to Phil for sticking around and being a member. Thank you, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Phil. Just to give you like a answer to your super chat up there real fast. Dang. Yes, WWE has done like all of these PLEs back to back to back to back to back. And it's starting, like, you're starting to see cracks within the booking. And now you can kind of go out and judge the booking a little bit more. So I would actually agree with you. I felt like they didn't even need to do the King and the Queen of the Ring, if you want me to be 100% honest. And then I do agree, they put Jay in this. Jay just lost the title last week. I get it. He may have a little story behind it, regardless of the fact he lost the championship. And we're just putting him directly back. Now, my thought process is they're going to do Jay versus Cody, or Jay versus Sammy, and then Cody versus Randy, or Randy and Sammy, whatever the case is. They're going to do it with those four, I think. Phil also, member for 1 month. What a guy. He said, prayers to your grandmas. If you need to talk, let me know. Thank you, brother. I'll definitely reach out to you, man. I try to reach out to all of you guys, man.
In the early moments of this one, you will see plenty of temporary alliances with the emphasis on temporary in these fatal four-way.
Yeah, Nats fan, the world is crazy right now, man.
Earlier on, Roxanne's in action Friday night on SmackDown.
The world is just crazy.
Cargill in the other semifinals of the women's division. I'm sorry, that'll be next week on
Insane.
Monday Night Raw. Friday night on SmackDown is Bliss and the winner of this match.
Look at this. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't excited about the prospect of these two locking
Thank you,
horns.
Justin. I appreciate it, man.
Mid-ring to Karen Asuka.
Cover now, and Asuka kicks at 1. Yeah, this is a dream match to many around the world. Both of these women are established stars in Japan.
I'm a big fan of Asuka's ring gear. I'm not going to lie. Let me turn this up a little bit more. Now that all the sad stuff's out the way, shout out to Phil for being a member for a month. And then also the $10 super chat, brother. That was very kind to you, and I appreciate it big time.
We will take it as a compliment like Ivy Nile does. But look at the power of Raquel.
Raquel Rodriguez, a ton of confidence as of late, dominating now.
RJ, family comes first. Thank you, man. Yeah, I agree, dude. They do. Family is everything. RJ also said we was lit on Friday on TikTok. You guys were, man. I'd like to see it move like that. Weirdly enough, Fridays normally do well for me on TikTok. It's normally, like, shockingly enough, I think it's because so many people have access to Raw as is. Maybe that's why people don't stick around as much, is because they have that natural access. A lot of people have Netflix in their home.
She won Queen of the Ring, went on to SummerSlam and defeated Bayley for the WWE Women's Championship. Cover now by Rodriguez.
Thank you, David.
Over the leg and a kick out.
Comes Ivy now rejoining the party. Nile off the ropes. You're not going to overpower Raquel.
Now there's the fall-away slam by Raquel Rodriguez. Shades of the Hall of Famer JBL.
That's right.
And the powerful Rodriguez sends Raquel toward the corner.
I assure you, backstage, Liv Morgan and Dirty Dom are grinning from ear to ear, watching Raquel dominate.
Great move,
dude. It really is. Asuka looks great.
Lock right to the back of the knee, takes out Rodriguez, and now Asuka looks to strike.
And this is what sitting under the learning tree of Chad Gable.
Phil, that'd be good. Asuka versus Alexa. There's some history there too.
No matter how slight.
You know,
Asuka looked like she ready to. Oh my goodness.
Had a singles win. Listen to this, Corey. A singles win.
Asuka looks serious. Hold on one second.
Asuka, before she got hurt, was involved in a tag team.
Surreal to hear you recite that statistic as this Asuka. Whoop, cover here by Nile.
Thank you, John, for the $9.99, brother. That was very kind of you. Shout out to John. He didn't leave a message. So, John, if you want to leave a message and if you want to write it in the chat, man, I'll be sure to read it out loud. Thank you, John. You definitely did not have to do that. I do not want you guys to think like I'm telling you my story based on anything like that. I am strictly just trying to be 100% authentic with you guys. I feel like you guys deserve to know when my energy could be down or when my energy could be up. I am beyond thankful for you guys. So, John, Phil, thank you boys so much.
Now, Ivy and McCare.
Shout out to John with the $9.99, man.
Corey mentioned earlier, former NXT Women's Champion and NXT North American Champion.
All right, hold on 1 second. I got like 2 seconds real fast. John, if you want to say something.
McCare only debuted in the WWE.
Shoulders down.
All right, I'm still here.
Position and a count of 1.
And in that time period, Stephanie
John, much love to you, man.
not only the NXT audience, but now the entire
Thank you for so John actually texted me and I was able to kind of alliterate things to him, you know, kind of right away.
With a couple of well-placed knees, trying to take over here in this fatal four-way.
Yeah, the J stuff can become tiresome to some people. I understand that, Phil. I really do. You know, the J stuff is great as it is, and I do love Jay so much. I have to let that be known. That guy really is like that amazing. It's still, I could see where people become tiresome with it.
What is it that makes Stephanie so dangerous?
Oh, that's a great question. I mean, Stephanie is an incredibly well-rounded competitor. She can handle her business on the
I agree, David. Magic and Pistons next year.
She's incredibly tough, and above all, Vaquer is extremely confident. Stephanie understands just how good she is.
Yeah, Stephanie with a meteor in the corner now to Raquel Rodriguez.
Oh,
and
uh-oh.
Asuka, a dragon screw, and thank goodness for Asuka. It was the good knee.
Yeah, it might be time to call the doc
It was
back
the
and
good
look at
knee.
getting the other knee done. Here comes Ivy Nile. But Vaquer.
Back suplex by
Hey,
Stephanie
shout out to my
McCare.
boy RJ because I know he's over there. He got us to 5,000 likes on TikTok. I know he did.
The Dark Angel.
I'm not sure if you can do this justice for Booker T. Court.
I wouldn't even try.
Vaquer under the devil's kiss.
And Raquel playing spoiler for the entire WWE universe.
Yeah, the 5-time and current
To
tag
Raquel.
team champion Raquel Rodriguez.
Not letting us
Taking
have no
over.
fun.
She has won a fatal four-way in her career. We're going to do so again tonight. Nice takedown by Vaquer, and maybe Rodriguez.
Phil Kana
is gonna
in
suffer a
Japan?
devil's kiss.
Absolutely. Here we go.
Look at this, a super
Oh, my goodness.
But Rodriguez just too strong.
Oh, my
Yeah, the
goodness.
powerful Raquel with Vaquer up on her shoulders.
Stephanie, be careful.
Asuka.
Jeez.
Big kick by Rodriguez.
Around we go.
Vaquer taking Rodriguez over the
Wait,
top rope, but Raquel
wait.
still holding on. At least momentarily, and now Vaquer on the apron.
On the apron?
We saw her do this on a ladder.
Uh-oh.
And now on an apron.
Hey. Using the ropes, too.
No countouts or disqualifications. WWE fans get what they want.
Yup.
Rodriguez just had her face rearranged, courtesy of the Devil's
You love
Kiss
to
from
see
the
it.
Dark Angel.
Oh, yeah,
Rodriguez
man.
Lining up Rodriguez.
And
What a
springboard
crossbody.
Keep your eyes on Asuka.
Asuka back into the mix now.
Oh, looking for the Asuka lock. This could spell trouble for Vaquer.
Got to wrestle her down to the mat and wrap the legs. Vaquer fighting back, though.
Again, it speaks to the high level of technical ability
Oh.
and grappling game of Stephanie Vaquer. Able to ward off the Asuka
Let's
lock,
go.
at least for the moment, until Nile delivers a kick right in the grill.
And again, you mentioned this earlier, the maturity and the growth now of Ivy Nile.
I agree, RJ.
Taking advantage when the other two grapplers were in trouble.
Every little window of opportunity, Nile has done her best to capitalize
and
upon.
Asuka just caught her. Didn't get all of it,
Just
however.
caught her on the top of the
Drives
shoulder.
Ivy back to the ropes. Asuka now.
Oh, my goodness.
Little hip attack that time to
Wait,
Rodriguez.
inside cradle by Nile.
Nile for the win, and a kick out at 2.
Almost had a
Wait.
textbook example.
Jeez.
Bridging German suplex.
For the win, Asuka
Nothing.
takes it 2.
Ivy Nile can't let herself get frustrated right
Shit,
now.
this
Ivy
close.
understands just how close she was to advancing in this tournament. She needs to keep her foot on the gas pedal.
Yeah, Ivy Nile with a huge opportunity here.
All right. Don't worry, y'all.
Again, we mentioned
No
earlier,
commercials.
Ivy Nile extremely hungry. He's never won a singles championship here in WWE. You win Queen of the Ring tournament, you get an opportunity for a title at SummerSlam. And now Raquel Rodriguez.
Here we go.
Powering Nile. That waist lock. Ivy, though, caught her with an
Nice.
elbow.
And that's what's made this King and Queen of the Ring tournaments so coveted, is an opportunity that you may otherwise never be able to achieve. It's much like the Money in the Bank contract, a guaranteed championship opportunity. It can't be overstated how important that is.
Yeah, Nia went on, as we mentioned, at SummerSlam to take out Bayley last year.
How we feeling about Ron the Truth Killings?
Went on and won the world
I feel
title
good
from
about him.
Damian
I think it's
Priest at
great. I love
SummerSlam.
it.
Cover by Ivy and Nile. Raquel a bit too close to the ropes.
I really do. I love it. I think what he's doing is great.
In the eyes of Ivy Nile, she stares down Eddie Orengo. And I like this strategy by Ivy Nile, holding the
My man Miles with the $2 super chat. He said, bro, we with you. Throwing prayers out there. Stay strong. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Just again, appreciate you guys so much, man. I can't say it enough. Prayers are received and appreciated. I'm going to get through it, man. I'll tell you guys. And it's not just me, you know, it's my whole family.
Stephanie highly
You know.
impressive a couple of weeks ago when the Money in the Bank contract.
And I know I'm not the only one who's ever gone through this.
Her second
You know,
match of that day, competing earlier at
it
the
sucks.
Worlds Collide event. Big headbutt
Oh,
right
hey,
in
babe.
the eyes of Ivy Nile.
He said, yes, we peasants have
Nile
commercials.
face first into the turnbuckle.
Oh, there's absolutely
Thank
no
you, Darth, bro.
wasted motion
I appreciate it.
from Stephanie Vaquer. Now, adding a little insult to injury. Looking to scrape the features off of Nile's face.
One thing I've learned about Vaquer is
Here we
that
go.
she has a very unique offensive style.
Very unique.
Stephanie's traveled the globe, picking up different styles, different strategies from.
I'm here to tell you guys. You guys should be coming close back from commercial.
She's crafty. She can grapple. She
Julian,
can
thank you for the
fly.
follow.
As tough as they come, tremendous resilience as well, but may have hurt her knee there.
Vaquer attempted to land on her feet, but tried to tweak something in the process.
Sharon, I'm so sorry.
Extremely impressed by
And
what
I'm
we've
sending
seen out
you
of
all
Ivy
the
Nile
prayers
this
in the
far.
world, too.
Dominating, and Asuka back into the fight. Big matchup for Asuka here as well. Fatal four-way, first match back in a year.
And we talk about how the
Thank you, guys.
landscape in
Chester, I
WWE is
appreciate it, man.
constantly changing in the men's division and the women's. Asuka went away 13 months ago. There's a whole
It
litany
does, Miles.
of new
It works very
competitors with
well.
which to lock horns. But Asuka wants nothing more than
My
to
boy Justin.
reestablish the dominance she once possessed.
Has an opportunity to do that as this first round matchup rolls on.
All right. Should be back from commercial now, yo. 3, 2, 1. I'll let y'all know when you guys are back.
Fatal four-way action in the final first round matchup of the Queen of the Ring tournament. We're sold out tonight in Green Bay.
Dex, I would go insane.
Winner will advance to battle Alexa Bliss in the next round.
Thank you,
Power
Sharon.
being stacked.
Raquel Rodriguez.
We
with
back,
Nile
baby.
Vaquer on her shoulders. Asuka now from the top rope. Wow! Drop kick.
It's so funny how they set everything up for commercial.
Incredible.
Like coming
All
back.
4 women down.
But can the Empress of Tomorrow capitalize?
Massive matchup for Asuka. First one in 13 months as she delivers this missile drop kick. And that first match back.
Let's
for
go.
Victory Corps, you know better than anyone. It's so important for your psyche.
And a lot of superstars come back, they return from an injury, and they're a little bit tentative.
Happy,
between the
they
ropes.
really
We
have.
haven't seen any of that from Asuka thus far.
Asuka with well-placed
I think
kicks.
Steph will
This
take
is
this,
vintage
Miles.
Asuka here.
I'd be cool with Asuka, though.
A striking
Oh,
machine.
nice.
The former Royal Rumble winner, Money in the Bank contract winner, 4-time world champion, 4-time tag team champion.
Here we go.
Asuka taking the fight to Raquel Rodriguez. Uh-oh.
Codebreaker.
Expert level striking from the Empress of Tomorrow. And Asuka starting to roll.
Raquel felt the code breaker, backs into the corner now, and Asuka with a kick right to the midsection. Ivy Nile
Dang.
suffers one as well, and Asuka's rolling. Waist lock, Nile missed wildly.
Boom!
Oh, big knee.
Nice.
Cover by Asuka to advance to the semifinals, and Vaquer make sure it doesn't happen.
Yo. Stephanie looks like a beast.
And the talent in the ring right now is incredible.
And what we're seeing out of Stephanie Vaquer is so difficult. Her ability to remain
Oh,
calm
yeah.
in the heat of
Oh,
battle.
yeah.
Asuka now measuring Stephanie Vaquer yet again. 2 international superstars.
Asuka, one of the
This'll be
greatest
exciting.
of all time.
No
and
doubt.
Stephanie Vaquer showing absolutely no fear. Certainly a professional respect, but this is what it's all about.
Let's go.
Vaquer sent into the ropes. Shoulder tackle. Asuka just fires her up even more.
Yeah.
And for all of her experience, I don't know if the Dark Angels ever experienced anything quite like Asuka.
Number of headbutts to Asuka. Asuka still on her feet.
Oh, no fear.
Dang. Those headbutts were brutal. Oh my
God.
Oh
What
my
a
good
collision.
Lord.
Now Vaquer to the other side with a knee.
To the gut?
And what a matchup to kick off Monday Night Raw tonight with so much on the line.
Not to mention we've got
They
a
just
King
letting
of the
these two
Ring
go
fatal
at it for a
four-way
minute.
Still to come later in the evening.
A nice suplex by Vaquer. And Stephanie taking her time, measuring Asuka. Back to her feet. Asuka into the corner. Vaquer up over the top, rolls through. Drop kick drops Asuka. And again, favoring the right knee that she tweaked earlier, Corey.
It could come into play as this match progresses. Double underhook by Vaquer has
Double
Asuka straight
underhook.
up.
Oh, right on
Down
the
goes
knees.
Asuka, and again, the knee given out. And Stephanie Vaquer, that slight hesitation there.
John,
may have
bro,
cost her.
me
Now
too.
looking
I
to
would love to see
capitalize
these two
off of
one-on-one
Vaquer's
at
hard
Mania.
work, hoisting up Asuka. Here we go.
Down goes
Nice
Asuka.
move by
Ivy now to
Ivy.
advance in the tournament. Vaquer breaks things up.
Just a straight stomp to the dome.
You can still see Stephanie heavily favoring the right knee. Looking to muscle up Ivy now, perhaps for the SVB backbreaker.
Yeah, that's how she won last week. And Vaquer now.
Ooh, nice super
right
kick.
to the face. And Raquel Rodriguez
With that
with a
big
big
boot.
boot.
Raquel not out here for style points.
And now Rodriguez looking for
Whoa.
a Tejana bomb.
There it is.
Now goes Vaquer. Stacks her up for
One.
the win. Meanwhile,
No. Oh, jeez. Who's she getting? Oh, my goodness. Rhea Ripley is here. Uh-oh, Skedios. Let's run this. We could run this a billion times. I watched NXT. I know what I'm about to
Rhea
get.
didn't forget, and she sure as hell
Nice.
doesn't forgive.
The ref in the ring line.
Sends Rodriguez into the ring.
Is Asuka about to get the pin?
Rhea's revenge tonight in Green Bay, but watch Asuka.
Asuka's
No way
calling
Asuka
that
takes the
the
pin.
Empress
1,
Impact.
2, 3.
Asuka's in the
Okay.
semifinals.
Asuka is advancing in the Queen of the Ring tournament. Love it. That's how you correctly do that. She's back. You book her
Raquel
correctly.
cost Rhea last
Cool.
week. Rhea cost Raquel this week. Asuka's heading to the semifinals Friday night on SmackDown.
Mommy
to
is
take on
here,
Alexa
baby.
Bliss.
Alexa Bliss, you'd better say your
Jose,
prayers
what's
that
going
you
on, brother?
are in fact ready for Asuka. Take a look at this epic Tejana bomb delivered
That was
by
a
Rodriguez,
beautiful
which may
Tejana
earn her
bomb.
entry into the next round, but Rhea Ripley would rear her head and exact revenge on Raquel Rodriguez, riptide on the floor, which allowed Asuka to capitalize with the Empress Impact hip attack.
Man,
Lights out
Asuka and
Raquel.
Stephanie would be amazing.
Thank you, Rhea.
Let's head up to the ring and our own Kathy Kelly.
Asuka, congratulations.
Let's go.
First match back
Shout
in
out
over
RJ,
a
bro.
year,
We are
and you
almost
won
at 10,000
and
likes
advanced
on the
in
live
this Queen of
stream.
the Ring tournament. How you feel, and tell me what's the plan from here?
Let's go, Asuka.
The fire didn't die. It's still alive.
All right.
I'll be the Queen of the Ring.
She should be.
No one is ready for Asuka.
Asuka is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, this coming Friday night on SmackDown, the first of the semifinals in the Queen of the Ring tournament. And it's interesting, Corey. Alexa Bliss and Asuka were once tag team champions together. And now they have to battle it out for a berth in the finals of the Queen of the Ring.
And you got something as coveted as the Queen of the Ring.
Who
and the
said that earlier?
guaranteed
Who
title
said that?
opportunity to
Because
come
we're
from
getting
it.
that.
The past may as well be a million years ago.
Well, the What's Your Story podcast is hosted by WWE icon Stephanie McMahon, with new episodes debuting every other week. This past week's guest was magician illusionist Chris Angel. Download What's Your Story with Stephanie McMahon on all audio platforms and watch on WWE YouTube. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our main event last week was a classic. Gunther versus Jey Uso,
Nah.
for the World Heavyweight Championship.
It was a classic. I'll give him that.
At WrestleMania, Jey Uso tapped out Gunther.
Miles, I agree.
Rematch the world has been salivating for.
Jey Uso with his son supporting him here tonight.
I'm gonna choke you out. I'm gonna take my World Heavyweight Championship. We gonna run it back the same way I walked out of WrestleMania. World Heavyweight Champion.
The punishment he's taken over the past couple of weeks, there's no way Jey is 100% tonight.
Gotta kill it now, Jey.
Let's go.
Jey Uso now. Uso splash.
1, 2, now
Gunther kicks out.
pain.
See Jey
I remember
Uso
feeling
favoring
pain.
His midsection. Gunther, though, realizes Uso's wounded, and he's waiting to take out his prey. No, not the power bomb. Gunther with a spear of his own. Jey still in it. Digging down deep.
Yep.
But Gunther drags him back.
They
down
did
the
sell that
back end.
sleeper real nice last week. I was a fan of that.
Do something, please.
Now Uso into the sleeper. Chain to WrestleMania. Is Gunther going to tap out again? And now Gunther again wraps it in.
Jey never tapped. That's the interesting story here. He just faded out.
He's out cold.
He is out. Gunther becomes the new world champion. It is once again the dawning of the Ring General's
I think the same
era.
thing, Chester.
Gunther is once again world heavyweight champion. He is the new
Here's
world
Gunther.
heavyweight champion. The Ring General Gunther is here live on Netflix.
All right, let's see if we get a segment. Are we getting a segment? Let's find out. Let's find out. Are we getting a segment? We're getting the New Day.
You like this new attitude out of the tag champs?
My favorite thing the New Day has ever done.
Doesn't shock me.
I am hearing that Goldberg could appear tonight.
Please welcome the World Tag Team Champions, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. The new
All right, let's see
The
what
original
Kofi and
Godfather was in a car wreck earlier this week. He's okay. I guess Xavier paying homage.
Thank God for the New Day.
Now. We have a very important announcement tonight.
We actually cut our Father's Day short voluntarily because we just had to come to Titletown.
Titletown.
With an announcement so
My
big,
boy
it
RJ,
can only
let's
be
go,
made right
bro.
here in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
They about to.
And that announcement is
Poop all
your
over this.
boys, the New Day, will be defending our WWE Tag Team Championships.
Oh, okay.
But it will not be here in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Figures as much.
But that's because this is the toilet paper capital of the world. which does explain why it always smells like...
Y'all know what y'all smell like. You're dumb enough to live here. You're dumb enough to wear cheese on your heads.
The reason that we're not going to defend is because we have not found any teams that are worthy of the challenge.
Let's talk about it. War Raiders.
Unworthy.
Alpha Academy.
Unworthy.
Judgment Day.
Unworthy.
A-Town Down.
Unworthy.
Who else? New Catch Republic.
Unworthy.
And if we didn't name you, it's probably because you are.
Unworthy.
Okay.
But look on the bright side. Look on the bright side. We did something for y'all that you're not used to seeing. We actually brought titles to Titletown.
I love
You should be
Kofi.
thankful for that. And you should thank God for that.
And you should be on your knees with your hands held towards the sky and in your disgusting, moldy charcuterie breaths, scream out in unison, thank.
All right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday,
It was like it was never there.
3 o'clock Eastern, fans of Fanatics Fest can see the SummerSlam press conference where their favorite superstars, including John Cena and CM Punk, among others, will be live as they get ready for the
Phil, that's
WWE's biggest event of the summer at MetLife Stadium.
New Day's
You
heel
can
run.
catch this
Unworthy.
on WWE's social channels. Again, the SummerSlam kickoff
RJ
show
said TikTok
Saturday
versus YouTube
at
War
3
Games
p.m.
likes
Eastern,
edition.
live from New York
RJ?
City. Then on Sunday at 1:30 Eastern, it's the Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford press conference ahead of one of the biggest boxing events of all time. Head to fanaticsfest.com to buy your tickets for the ultimate sports fan festival coming to the Javits Center in New
Canelo
York
versus
City
Crawford. That's going to be
this
fire.
weekend.
Dude, I'll be honest. Like, I think I'm not even sure the exact number. Hold on.
Hey, let's go talk strategy about Kyrie.
Sis, medical hasn't exactly cleared me for any more that I can do today.
I guess I'll go handle it myself then.
Oh.
Wait, Juanita. Oh, Dom, just before you go. Remind me again why I got to master AJ Styles? Because I thought you knew that me and Finn were going after the tag titles.
Yeah, but, you know, AJ's been breathing down my neck. He's coming after my title, and, you know, just take care of him, and then next week you can go back to the tag titles. Promise.
Yeah, I'm sure anyway. Don't worry. I'll be out there tonight to get your back, to make sure everything goes smooth, all right?
Actually, Finn, you were supposed to take care of AJ Styles a couple weeks ago. So, I think it's best if you stay back and hold down the fort.
Uh-oh.
I think you're right.
I think you're
I
right.
should stay back here and hold down the fort. But I think you should be out there watching JD's back.
You
And
should.
make sure everything goes smooth.
Yeah.
All right. And if you're in, let's go.
Let's go.
All right. Best of
Oh,
luck.
man. This is going to get real good.
Raquel, don't worry about what Liv was saying. I think you're doing great, okay?
Thanks, Finn.
Ooh.
And you know, speaking about great, Roxanne, I know Liv said she wants to handle things herself, but hear me out. I got an idea. Come with me.
Ooh, what's the idea? Ooh, Raquel sees it. Oh, my God. This is juicy. This is very juicy. Hold on, RJ. I'm looking.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the
We got 10 likes.
heavyweight
12 likes, excuse me.
the Ring General.
Over on YouTube. We have 10,000 on TikTok. So,
Gunther tapped out to Jey Uso at WrestleMania. He was embarrassed and humiliated by that, and it stuck in his craw for 2 straight months.
All right.
And he did what he promised he was going to do last week, win back the world title.
Well, I'm going to recommend you don't bring those facts up any longer because unlike your other partner, I'm not going to cover your ass.
I didn't think you would.
Gunther has vowed to restore the World Heavyweight Championship to its sacred status. We are seeing the ring general at his finest. Sure, there was a few-month rough patch, but Gunther endured and is now back at the top of the mountain where he so belongs.
He did say on social media that it was clear to him that Jey Uso doesn't have what it takes. He said, I am on top of the
Jey
world.
was actually a really good champion. I don't care what
As long
nobody
as
says.
I lace up my boots, that's where you can find me.
The best professional wrestler on the planet Earth.
It is, Miles. It's getting good.
I won't argue with you there, Corey. I'm impressed each and every time this man's in the ring.
That's true, Mark. TikTok can spam likes. RJ said the YouTube chat needs to acknowledge me.
It just looks right, doesn't it?
Dang. They love Gunther. He was very solid.
Celebration befit of the new World
10.8 thousand
champion.
on TikTok. All right. Boo this man.
At WrestleMania,
RJ, that's funny. Cody needs
no,
that.
guys, I'm mad enough to admit that at WrestleMania, Jey Uso was the better man. He was the better man for one night. Because on every other single night, I am untouchable.
Where's Goldberg at? Oh, hey, Just. How you doing, brother?
And I know, I heard all the rumors, I heard all the chatter about what's next for me.
Where's he at?
No. Definitely not that guy. I cussed him out in front of his family. He learned his lesson.
Uh-oh.
I don't care about rumors. I care about the reality. And the reality is that Seth Rollins holds the Money in the Bank contract. And I got
good, bro.
What he wants. So Seth, let me talk directly to you. A few weeks ago, you said to me, when I win your World Heavyweight Championship back, I'm a target. So well, since I'm a target, I want to make it very easy for you. I am right here.
Okay.
So don't waste no more time.
Oh my God, there he is. Oh no, bro. No, oh my God. Oh, Goldberg is here. Oh, hoof. Big Jack. How many people are on the TV screen right now shitting themselves mad? Goldberg did come back before GTA 6, bro. We're so cooked.
Thank you.
I mean, just right to business.
Don't be confused.
Oh, I
Gunther.
love Santi sign.
It's all good. It's all good.
Shout out to Santi
Because
Zap.
tonight is your night. Tonight, I'm here to celebrate you winning the World Heavyweight Championship because I've been there before. I understand how proud you must feel. So, congratulations. Just wanted to put a little note on tonight and tell you how proud I was of you. You know what, though? One thing, before I go.
Uh-oh. There it is.
A few months ago, you started something with me and my family in Atlanta, Georgia. And I am gonna make sure that I end it in Atlanta, Georgia.
Saturday night's main event. There it is.
July the 12th, Saturday night main event. You're mine.
Did he miss his cue?
Because
Oh, nope.
you're next.
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
Goldberg versus Gunther.
The rumors are true.
Say it. Don't spray it. I don't think that's PG.
July 12th is 3 weeks from Saturday.
All right.
Saturday night's main event.
Love
And
it.
it's only appropriate. It's in Atlanta.
Goldberg is back.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we digest all of this, we want to tell you that up next, AJ Styles, JD McDonough in a match presented by Cash App.
I think I may have had the same reaction.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, just a shocking moment here in Green Bay, Wisconsin, as the sold-out crowd is still serenading the Hall of Famer Goldberg in the center of the ring. It has been rumored for months that Goldberg would return to WWE to have perhaps a final match in his career. We don't know if that will be
Shout
the
out to
case,
Michael for
but we do
talking
know
about
this.
it.
Goldberg has made the challenge, and we're being told it will take place 3 weeks from Saturday. Saturday night's main event in Atlanta. Goldberg Gunther for the world title.
Absolutely colossal main event any day of the week, any day of the year. Goldberg, of course, a former Atlanta Falcon, a city that holds special significance in the Hall of Famer's heart. Does Goldberg have one last spear, one more jackhammer to dethrone the ring general? I don't know, but I will be watching.
Again, Atlanta, where Goldberg was brought up. Of course, he played football in Georgia. He played for the Atlanta Falcons. He was a WCW World Heavyweight Champion. He won the title, beating Hollywood Hulk Hogan in the Georgia Dome in front of 40,000 people. And now we return to Atlanta. Goldberg looking for one last world title. Well, what a night it's been here
Cam, I
tonight
agree
on
1000%.
Monday Night Raw already. I've got goosebumps.
We could have got
I
here
cannot
such a different
wait
way.
for Saturday night's main event. This is going to be a great matchup as well.
No doubt about it. We know Liv Morgan.
Oh, we're getting
has been a
Kairi
very
Sane
busy
versus Liv
woman
Morgan.
This evening, well, one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions will step into the ring with Kairi Sane, a woman herself. who's
John,
no
that's the
stranger
point of it,
to
man.
gold
Just because
in
I don't like
WWE.
it doesn't mean that you're not
Tonight will
supposed
fill
to.
the
I
final
love that.
spot
I hope you're screaming it to the rooftops, man.
in the semifinals of the King of the Ring tournament. Sheamus and Rusev, long history there. Big Bronson Reed, and of course the former world
You're
champion
mine.
as he looks at redemption
Wait,
and trying
that's
to get
wrong.
another opportunity. at
You're
the world
next.
Title. Jey Uso, these four men battle it out live tonight.
No, it did not need the championship. Yeah, there were so many other opportunities that you could have done rather than give Gunther the belt back for this.
Introducing first, accompanied by the Intercontinental Champion, Dominic Mysterio.
What if Goldberg wins?
Representing the Judgment Day.
I may break one of my screens. I'll be completely transparent and honest. If Goldberg wins, I'll punch my screen straight in the middle. I promise you I will. All right, we should be back from commercial. Here it comes.
Hey, what do you want to talk about?
Yup.
The podcast hosted by the American Nightmare.
What do you want to talk
Cody
about?
Rhodes features sit-down
Good, John.
conversations with superstars and legends about never before heard
Here we
stories
go.
and career-defining moments while enjoying their favorite cocktail from Wheatley American Vodka. Cody's guest this week.
I like Gunther as
Damian
champion
Priest.
too, man. I just
New
felt like there were
episodes
so
are
many
available
different
every
ways that we
Wednesday
could have got there.
WWE's YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. And I'll tell you what I want to talk about. What just happened moments ago right here on Raw.
The 12th, Saturday night.
I think he'll join back with Jimmy.
You're mine.
You're mine.
Because you're next.
Well, we can now confirm it has been made official. July 12th, Atlanta, Georgia, Saturday night's main event. The Ring General, the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther, will defend his title against the WWE Hall of Famer.
All
the
right,
one
it's
and
official.
only Goldberg.
And ladies and gentlemen, you have an opportunity to experience the non-stop excitement in Atlanta at both Saturday night's main event and Evolution with On Location, the official fan hospitality partner of WWE. Unrivaled access, unmatched service, and unforgettable experiences. Saturday night's main event, Saturday, July 12th to 13th on Sunday's Evolution. Find your package at onlocationexp.com/WWE. And I'll tell you what, I am still buzzing. Corey, I cannot wait for the opportunity to be involved with calling the matchup between Gunther and Goldberg 3 weeks from Saturday.
I'm still buzzing.
That'll
just
be
for
good.
Being ringside. I thought the roof was going to come off the Resch Center. Unbelievable. Goldberg returns, and he's gunning for the Ring General.
This is going to be great, though.
Goldberg, a current Hall of Famer. No doubt this man is a future Hall of Famer.
His opponent from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Hey, shout out to my boy RJ. We are at 12,000 likes, man.
Matchup tonight. First, let's talk about AJ Styles. He'd love to win a second Intercontinental Championship in his career. And Dominic Mysterio got himself in trouble here, Corey. He ran his mouth to Styles a number of times, and now AJ Styles is gunning for him. So what does Dominic do? He asked the Judgment Day to do his dirty work for him. First Finn Balor, and now tonight JD McDonough.
Oh, why run
All right.
They won't watch your back for you. Dom, as the Intercontinental Champion, simply doing what's expected of any group.
Yeah, but since Dominic Mysterio won the Intercontinental Championship, he has rarely, if ever, helped out the members of the Judgment Day. But as soon as he needs help, oh boy, he's out here to help JD McDonough tonight.
Oh, would you listen to yourself? Do you have any idea how physically
I love Corey
demanding the
Graves on
life of
commentary,
Dominic
dude.
Mysterio is, competing and defending the Intercontinental Championship against the best in the world?
Here we go.
Making sure that Liv Morgan is content and satisfied all the time. It's a full-time gig for Dirty Dom.
I saw him in the barber chair today. I don't understand what Josh was doing because Dominic still has a full head of hair.
Top 5 WWE wrestlers of all time: John Cena, Randy Orton, Stone
AJ
Cold.
Styles, JD McDonough. First time these
Oh,
two men have
geez.
ever met one-on-one.
Triple
in the
H.
nice takedown by Styles, the former two-time
Shawn Michaels.
WWE champion.
And The Undertaker. You got to put The Undertaker in there.
AJ Styles with the experience advantage, but JD McDonough, despite all of your incessant
Why is
jokes
Goldberg
about
back
the size
here
of his
himself
cranium,
doing this?
is a threat.
His
a
kick
true
and his
force to be reckoned
entrance.
with in this game. An
That is a good
unbelievably
question,
skilled
brother.
wrestler.
Yeah, no doubt about that, and just a tremendous heart and resilience as well. Back in December,
Let's go.
nasty crash onto our announce table, and we thought his career was over. He's able to come back and still compete at a high level here. McDonough, former World Tag Team Champion, and mentioned that he and Finn Balor
Good old
love
JD
to
McDonough.
win back the gold, currently held by the New Day.
I think the future's extremely
Good old
bright for
JD McDonough.
despite the fact that he was dealt a rough hand of cards by life. Shoulders down. Great
And a
sunset
kick out.
flip.
This is going to
Now
be
JD
good. Like,
McDonough
it's about to
gonna
pick
stack
up
up
here in a
AJ.
second. I just know it. Oh,
Back and forth
right there.
to go here.
How do you do that?
JD
Nice.
Born with the skull of a Minecraft character.
And look at this.
The,
Head scissor
the
escape by
skull of a
McDonough.
Minecraft character.
And McDonough now in control. AJ Styles beat Chad Gable last week in
All right.
a classic matchup on Monday Night Raw. Oh, nice bridge out of this by McDonough, at least momentarily, and now using that oversized cranium to balance himself and helped him
Jeez,
get out of
why
that predicament.
they're
Into a
talking about his
backslide.
head
AJ
and how
turns
big it
things
is? He
around.
said the oversized
AJ was
cranium.
thinking about a Styles clash. JD sensed it coming and got out of Dodge in a hurry. I want to talk about AJ Styles as the WWE Universe begins to sing along. Styles truly is a timeless competitor, and AJ's been very open and honest recently that there might not be a lot of time left in his career, so Styles wants to make absolutely certain that his last few years, however long that run may be, is at the top of the game.
Well, that's one of the things that Dominic has been preying on as well. The age of AJ Styles. He's poked fun at it, called him an old man.
Who's the man?
As JD McDonough may be prematurely celebrating. Yeah, and that's the class act that Dominic Mysterio
What is wrong with Dirty Dom applauding his Judgment Day stablemate? He was simply cheering on JD McDonough for a job well done.
It is what he said about AJ Styles. It's also the way that he's treated his father. And look at this. Styles trying to wrestle him down the mat, maybe into a calf pressure.
RJ,
here.
that's tough
Styles turns
because
it around and now
JD is
tries to
very
lock it in, and
different.
it does.
JD McDonough in a world
Just
of
a big old
trouble,
cranium, though. I do
scrambling,
agree
trying
with
to reach
that.
the bottom rope.
Cranium
AJ
is
pulls him back to the center of the ring.
extra
Styles
wide.
Now, what a move by AJ Styles.
Fantastic reversal by Styles, maintaining the pressure on this calf crusher submission.
And look at Dominic forcing the rope toward his partner. And
Yep.
Looked to me like Dom might have just been a little off
Guys,
balance.
if you guys are watching on TikTok, man, definitely be sure to share the live.
Sean Bennett.
Share the live out to
Just
some
say what a
people.
great guy Dirty Dom happens to be. I saw him at
Do me a
the
favor.
last night, and the first thing he did was come up and wish me a happy Father's Day. Said he'd been jealous.
They
his
were
entire
they
life.
were
He'd never been able to
blasting
celebrate.
Bro's
I know that he
dome
didn't wish
piece.
his dad a happy Father's Day, so at least
Like that thing isn't gargantuan.
AJ Styles now.
Thing's like a number 13 giant from Jersey Mike's. That's how big his head is. Oh my God! Where'd he come from?
Styles.
Told ya.
Is his head okay?
Now you're going to tell me
Bro
Dominic
flew
sacrificed himself, too.
straight dome. Boom.
Great point.
Just dome. Dome to dome.
Well, Dominic Mysterio did what he had to do. He distracted AJ Styles just long enough for JD McDonough to launch himself over the barricade and take Styles out.
And that just speaks volumes to how
Sharon.
great of a job
That's okay.
Dominic Mysterio does getting under his opponent's skin. This is AJ Styles, a man who's done everything and then some in this business.
Good job,
Cowboy,
Dominic.
thank you for the
Nice
follow.
job. That's great. That really did a lot of good.
Look, Dom is a fantastic teammate, Michael Cole.
Yeah.
Intercontinental champion, there's no doubt about that. Not the greatest ever, as you say. How about how he embarrassed himself and his dad at Worlds Collide in front of the world?
Embarrassed
He
himself.
acted like a jackass. Oh, a nice takedown by McDonough.
That's your opinion. I think Dirty Dom showed the world that he can be a fighting champion.
I agree, Corey.
Power bomb by McDonough for the win. Styles
RJ, be
takes it
safe,
too.
brother.
Dirty Dom was simply trying to
We
take
appreciate
in
you a
massive
bunch, though, man.
cultural event like Worlds Collide alongside Liv Morgan, and Dom took it upon himself to offer up an opportunity at the Intercontinental title against Octagon Jr. That, to me, is a sign of a true fighting champion that should be respected.
His dad, Ray, was being honored at that event. He embarrassed him. Then he embarrassed Octagon Jr. for being a Rey Mysterio fan.
That's
Now,
because
come on.
Rey
Also, guys, if
Mysterio
you're
is a
watching on
spotlight
TikTok and you
hog.
have
You've got
not
the Intercontinental
followed,
champion here,
I
Dirty Dom.
suggest
You wanna talk
hitting
about
that
all
follow
the
button. We're
accolades
30
raised
followers
this year.
away from 8,000.
It's kind of gross.
The Hall of Famer, Corey. Oh, and AJ Styles face first into the turnbuckle. And this has been a clinic so far by JD McDonough.
Dude, I want a number 13 from Jersey Mike's too.
And again, if you've been paying
Mike's
attention
way.
for any period of time, you're not surprised by the high
How
level
Mike
skill
want it?
set possessed by JD McDonough. And look at McDonough right now, calm as can be, almost in cruise control, fully aware of how dangerous AJ
Man.
Styles is and how quickly
All right,
Styles
hold on,
can
guys.
turn a match around.
Smile on his face, doing what he said he was going to do. Take care of Dominic.
Huge smile on my face. The best smile in all of WWE.
I love Dom, dude.
Yeah, because somebody's doing your dirty work for you. Why do you get in the ring and take care of your own problems? He didn't have an answer for that, did he?
I don't think he heard you.
Cam, come on, brother. You
Focusing on
know
the task
that.
at hand, which is bringing
Just don't
victory
tell
to
nobody.
JD McDonough and the Judgment Day as a whole.
He's acting like a good water boy tonight, he is.
Multi-talented.
Don't worry, I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
Again, this all started when AJ decided to pursue Dominic in the Intercontinental title. And Dominic's been trying to get every member of the Judgment Day to come out here and take care of his problem. JD McDonough, nice drop toe hold on Styles. McDonough, so fun to watch. Off that leg drop, cover now on Styles. Is it enough to put him away? Kick out at 2 by AJ. Impressive JD McDonough. I have to give Dominic Mysterio credit. It was because of his actions moments ago that turned this match around for JD.
I could see AJ Styles becoming the new Intercontinental Champion. He deserves it.
June 15th, I'm going to write this down because you just gave Dom credit.
So I also have a question about the Judgment Day, and you've been watching, Corey. This whole Finn Balor situation, is he trying to do good by the Judgment Day, or is he trying to drive a wedge?
Yeah, Mark.
Listen, I think
got
there's
you,
a lot
brother.
of turmoil within the Judgment Day because you've got a lot of people trying to do their own things individually, which sometimes can come at the cost of the unit. You've got Dirty Dom, the reigning Intercontinental Champion. Everybody should be stoked about that. Unfortunately, for a superstar the caliber of Finn Balor, that may mean less opportunity. That's why it's of the utmost importance for JD McDonough to come out here, get the job done against AJ Styles.
I ain't gonna
and
tell
then the
nobody
Judgment
else.
Day as a
La, la,
unit
la, la,
can
la.
move forward.
Well, Roxanne Perez has not been welcomed with open arms by some members of Judgment Day. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Although Finn continues to bring her around.
Well, Roxanne Perez is a world-class competitor. She's a great addition to any faction. Just so happens to beat the Judgment Day right now.
What a clothesline by Styles, and now AJ with that sliding, running forearm, and AJ Styles starting to take over.
And this is what I talk about when I say AJ Styles is timeless. The man seems immune to aging. Just moving forward at the same speed, the same pace as
Nice.
Ushigoroshi across the neck.
Here's the cover, hook of the leg, and a kick out. I haven't heard that in years.
It's a deep cut for you.
Styles thought he had JD McDonough.
AJ taking his time, surveying the situation. There are very few situations, if any, left
What you
in
got
this
on my
game that
YouTube,
AJ
homie?
Styles hasn't experienced and excelled at.
And here's the problem that Dominic, using the big cranium to his advantage
Like a
is
cinder
JD.
block.
Here's the problem Dominic has. If JD, brainbuster cover for the win on Styles. Isn't enough? Kick out at 2.
I'm going to cut you off because we were about a half a second away from Dominic not having any problems thanks to JD McDonough and this hellacious brainbuster that nearly put Styles down for 3.
And Dominic needs JD to win here. He can't keep running from Styles.
Has AJ ever won the IC title? I don't know.
Talk
Do we know?
at length about the pit bull mentality of AJ Styles. It's why AJ has made it to the pinnacle of this industry on multiple occasions.
You know, McDonough's one of those guys, Corey, that you just feel is on the cusp of a breakout at some point.
I completely agree with you, and I think coming back after the injury that McDonough sustained is a clean slate, a fresh opportunity. You can see physically he's in
That was a
the
nasty
best shape
brain
of
buster.
his career. JD just needs the chips to fall his way once, and if he capitalizes, it could be a very, very bright future.
Yeah, win over Styles would propel him to big heights if he
No
can pull
doubt.
that off tonight.
It's a very big if, however. JD going for
Yes,
broke, looking for
you're
a
right.
superplex
Darth,
off the top
he did.
turnbuckle. This could end it for Styles.
Won
but
it from
AJ
Daniel
gonna
Bryan.
Keep fighting.
McDonough trying to balance himself and knocked down to the mat. And Styles
We've discussed this before, fun
went
fact.
through a lot in this matchup, and quite sure what AJ's.
Is AJ stuck?
I don't know if AJ got hung up, perhaps might have pulled something, might have caught himself on the top rope. AJ taking a second to reposition.
Well, Dominic looking to take advantage of Styles and the distraction there once again by the Intercontinental
What about Goldberg?
champion.
This speaks to how cagey and crafty Dom can be.
And JD McDonough looking to
Uh-oh!
take advantage. Nice
That was sick.
takedown by Styles. And quickly.
Styles clash?
The Styles
Jeez,
clash was
right
what Barrett
away.
said last week, the Styles
1,
flash.
2,
Flash clash.
3. That was sick.
Kick out. No. Win for Styles. AJ Styles with the victory.
The phenomenal AJ Styles.
AJ Styles was able to
Look at
endure it.
Dominic.
Oh,
Look at
no.
the cheap
Pele
shot.
click.
Pele kick
Kick.
by Styles.
AJ sent up and over to the outside. Brock's the Intercontinental Champion.
And
Oh, Finn saving the day.
aid of Dominic Mysterio.
Thank goodness.
AJ's got the Intercontinental Championship.
His intentions known. Dominic Mysterio cannot run forever. AJ would love to get another crack at being a two-time Intercontinental Champion.
This could be looking into a crystal ball for the Judgment Day, but look, Finn and Dom looking to hatch some sort of attack here.
And JD as well.
Styles is surrounded. Here they come!
And AJ Styles outwitting the Judgment Day.
All right.
He's not the Intercontinental Champion, but Corey, he may well be sometime down the road.
Styles remembers that feeling well, would love to experience the Intercontinental Gold yet again. Take you back to the closing moments of this. AJ Styles ripping McDonough off the canvas. Styles clash, shoulders down, and AJ staring a hole through Dirty Dom on the outside. And then Dom would join for a little extracurricular activity.
That was clean, I ain't gonna lie.
From Styles, and Finn Balor to the rescue of the Intercontinental Champion.
AJ Styles on a roll.
Maxine, Natty, Sarah,
Benjamin, that's
what's the
interesting.
crack? Tell me, how's me bulldozer buddy Otis doing?
Benjamin, thank you for the follow as
Back
well.
soon. But big match tonight. How you feeling?
And from one bet to another, take care of Rusev for us.
Oh, no problem, Natty. You just need some tough love, you know? Time to bully the bully.
Sheamus! Kick his ass.
Yeah, Tozawa. That title does look good on AJ.
Sheamus looking to become a repeat King of the Ring winner. First matchup tonight. Meanwhile, Bayley returned last week for the first time since being taken out before WrestleMania. Well, those two continue to argue. Bayley's here live on Netflix.
All right. What's about to happen here?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Corey Graves in for Pat McAfee this week. And one of the things that's been going on here on Monday Night Raw, Corey, has been the dominance of Seth Rollins and his new group.
Allying himself.
All right, y'all. I'll be right back real fast. I am going to change some laundry.
This is a force that may run WWE.
Night before Money in the Bank.
Mexican Destroyer! Penta with the Destroyer and the win! That was awesome by these two. Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed.
And things suddenly go from celebration to extreme concern for Andrade and Penta.
And here they go. Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins trying to get the best of Penta and Andrade, Wade.
Paul Heyman has had a major masterstroke putting this game plan together.
Oh, this is more than softening up. Look at Braun Breaker go as he spears Andrade. And a stomp attempt. And one for Penta.
And Seth freaking Rollins is taking no rest. Look what's happening, John.
No.
Yes!
No,
yes!
no, Wade.
Tsunami!
Green Bay, Wisconsin, everyone at home, give it up for my guest at this time, Penta. Now, Penta, a couple weeks ago, you got caught in the crossfires of Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and Seth Rollins. Tell me from your perspective what happened.
No matter who is, no matter how many there are, It's no matter to Penta. You want play with me? You think you can push me around? Listen! Penta fears no one. And you know something? One by one, I will destroy you. Uno por uno los voy a ir buscando para destrozarlos. Yo sé.
My bad, y'all.
¿Y saben por qué? Porque yo soy Penta, el cero.
Yup.
Well, WrestleMania is headed back to Las Vegas. Experience the non-stop excitement at WrestleMania 42 with On Location, the official fan hospitality partner of WWE. Unrivaled access, unmatched service, and unforgettable experiences. Find your package at onlocationexp.com/WWE. Monday Night Raw sold out tonight in Titletown,
Here we
Green
go.
Bay, Wisconsin. Live on Netflix and presented by Snickers.
We are live from the Resch Center, which just so happens to be next door to the legendary Lambeau Field. And here representing the Green Bay Packers, safety Evan Williams with his beautiful championship rep in Green Bay. And
Evan Williams.
Town
Boo.
here on Monday Night
We hate
Raw.
the Packers.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bailey.
Well, Corey, speaking of titles,
Darth, that's
this woman
funny.
was supposed to have a tag team championship match in WrestleMania, but it never happened because just before the show of shows, Becky Lynch attacked her, took her spot. Bailey would be out of action for 2 months.
I think it's safe to say that Bailey has spent the last few weeks seething about what happened during WrestleMania season, but this unfortunately isn't my story to tell. Bailey is here, she is live, and I have a feeling we are about to hear exactly what's on the role model's mind.
Yeah, probably.
She returned last week with an attack on Becky Lynch. Spoke to Bailey a bit earlier today. She said, "You ain't seen nothing yet."
Nothing.
I can't believe she actually spoke to you.
She did. And then she realized it wasn't you, and she stopped.
Ding dong, Green Bay!
All right, here we go.
It feels so amazing to be back. I miss you guys so much. But we do have... I hear you guys trying to sing.
I don't think they were trying
All
to
right,
say.
we'll get there, we'll get there.
Oh, the little thank you. I like that.
You hear that, Michael Cole? All right, you guys all know the classic quote, you don't know what you have till it's gone. But in this case, every time I step into this ring, I know exactly what I have. I know exactly what it feels like to step in here, and I don't take it for granted. I don't take those chants for granted. I don't take you guys singing my song for granted, because every single time I get an opportunity to be in front of you guys, I revel in it. It's what I was born to do.
We love Bailey over here. Nate, big facts.
This is what's most important to me. This is what I put my heart and my soul into every single night. And 2 months ago, I was stripped of an opportunity. I was robbed of a WrestleMania match.
Yeah, yes, she was.
I was robbed of an opportunity to go after the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships, a division that I hold near and dear to my heart.
Shout out Sasha Banks.
But luckily for me, I don't come in here day in and day out, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, every single day, losing sleep, putting my body on the line just for one night. I don't do it for the big moments. I don't do it for the championships. I don't do it only for WrestleMania. I do it for nights like tonight for people like you.
All right. Yep.
So Becky Lynch, if you think you taking me out for WrestleMania hurt me, if you think it broke me, I want you to know that you're wrong, that it healed me, Becky, that it made me better, Becky, that it made me stronger.
Okay.
Now, I may have said in the past, hell, even right up to WrestleMania, how much it bothers me, how much you've been a chip on my shoulder, that you've always just been 2 steps ahead. You've always been just 2 rungs ahead, right up there, but I could never quite make it there. Yeah, that ate at me, Becky.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I'm climbing that ladder, Becky, and I'm coming straight for you, and I'm knocking you down, and I'm taking everything that you took from me. So you better get your ass out here right now.
Uh-oh. Here she is.
Passioned and fired up Bayley tonight.
Bayley never short on passion, has it in overabundance this evening. But here comes the man doing her best troll job, decked out in Bears gear.
And she is indeed the Women's Intercontinental Champion, albeit in controversial fashion, when she knocked off Lyra Valkyria to win the championship.
Look at the smug look on the face of Becky Lynch, holding the Intercontinental Championship high above her head for the world to see.
Yeah. Yeah, Becky wearing the Bears stuff is crazy. Fun fact, I hate both of those teams. If you're a football fan, you'll appreciate this.
They beat you last time.
Did they? They might have.
I've always been a chip on your shoulder. I've always been a chip on your shoulder. You and me were the same. We were never meant to be the top of this business, but you accept being second fiddle. I don't. Much like the Packers.
Hold on, she's playing second fiddle.
You would always rather have your group of little friends than your legacy. I would always prefer to have my legacy than a group of fake-ass friends.
Legacy? You want to talk about legacy, Becky? I built a legacy. I'm a future Hall of Famer if I do say so myself, right, Michael Cole? That's right, I built my legacy, and I'm so confident in my legacy that I don't mind help bringing along the locker room with me. I don't mind bringing people that need help coming up.
Okay, yeah, the people you fight for. for the people.
Ah,
You fight
Mark.
for the people.
Woo.
I used to fight
That
for
one's
the
tough, too.
people, but the people stopped fighting for me, so I stopped fighting for the people. And hey, here's a secret. The people stopped fighting for you, too. You want to know the proof?
But I will say this, Mark.
Took you out of WrestleMania
One pride.
And I walked out down that ramp. Nobody gave a damn about you. Nobody cared that you weren't there. They all cheered for me, didn't you?
You hear yourself? You sound like an idiot. Everybody can see it here. These people can see it here. You're so insecure, Becky. You are so worried about what they think. You took a whole year off and you were so worried whether they would boo you or whether they would cheer you that you had to take me out. You didn't know if they were going to care if you came back. You had to be a surprise. You took me out. And 24 hours later, it still didn't sit right with you. You probably couldn't sleep. And you had to take out Lyra, too, because you couldn't hack it if they were going to boo you or cheer.
And they cheered for that, too, didn't they? Yeah, they cheered for that, too.
Becky, do you even remember what it feels like to have to fight for everything, to have to fight for opportunities like WrestleMania, to have to fight for opportunities for a championship? Do you remember that? Or is your head too far up your ass?
They cooking. They
And
cooking.
you just don't know what it's like anymore.
No, actually, I don't. I don't remember what it's like. Do you remember what gold feels like?
You still suck.
I don't actually. Why don't you remind me, Becky? Huh? Why don't you remind me? Get over here. Step to me, huh? Step to me, huh?
Mark, that's what we can hope for, brother.
Say.
I'm not gonna turn my back
Why don't
to
you remind me what gold feels like?
I ain't gonna turn my back to you because you're sneaky, but okay, you want a little match? You can have a little match, but not in Green Bay. And not for my title. See you in Columbus.
Oh,
jeez.
Bailey made Becky pay.
She missed the smack, and Bailey just don't pieced her, bro.
You know, Corey, from where I sit, Bailey made a lot of sense. Becky seems delusional. Perhaps she's losing confidence. Perhaps she's trying to prove to herself that she belongs where she is at this point in her career.
Yeah, this may surprise some people, but I fully agree
I
with
was
you.
trying to
From
fix
what we just
your
heard
hair.
from Bailey, that is a woman who cares about this, who loves this, who will fight to the last breath for this. Becky used to be that. Bailey is now.
Becky's taking things for granted. Let's head back to our own Kathy Kelly.
Yeah, guys, I'm here with Jey Uso, and Jey, minor setback for you last week. Luger, now the World Heavyweight Champion. So tell me, how important is tonight's King of the Ring match for you?
It's very important, Kathy. Very important. I won my first heavyweight championship from him. I got his respect. He won the championship back from me. He got my respect. So as far as I take it, Oos, it's 1-1. He can look past Seth Rollins. He can look past Goldberg. But we're going to run it back, Kathy. You know what I'm saying? And if that means going to King of the Ring tournament to get back my World Heavyweight Championship, say less. 4
Say
letters,
less.
1 word.
Yay.
Thanks so much, Jey.
You love to see it.
Jey Uso is focused tonight, but he needs to go through that man, Bronson Reed, and Sheamus. Rusev is ready. It's our main event. It's the final men's matchup in the first round of the King of the Ring tournament tonight.
Is this the main event? I can imagine so. Kyrie Sane and Liv Morgan.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Yamaguchi, Japan, Kyrie Sane!
Yeah,
Kyrie
Miles,
Sane
that was
missed
brutal.
a number of months earlier this year due to injury. She's returned in the best shape of her career, she said, and she's been on quite the hot streak. Kairi Sane's in action against Liv Morgan, live on Netflix.
Kairi Sane and Liv Morgan. I don't know how much I care for this, but I'm here for it.
Well, Corey, Kairi Sane trying to return to her roots a bit when she was the NXT Women's Champion, and she's doing pretty well as of late.
Two-time WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. I'm very excited for the future of the Pirate Princess. You mentioned her run in NXT. It was legendary. The world really got to understand what Kairi Sane was capable of. We're about to get a reminder in this one.
We saw the return of Asuka earlier tonight. She'd been out of action 13
Yeah, Rox
months.
is
The
for sure
last
getting
time
involved.
she was in the ring before tonight was back in Paris, Backlash of May of 2024 when she teamed with Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors, defending their tag titles against Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill.
Just to save you from the internet, I believe that event took place in Lyon, France.
Oh, Lyon, France. That's right. I was looking at the Clash in Paris, which will be at the end of August.
Unbelievable. One of the best WWE crowds I ever had a luck to experience.
Insane. Remember the camera shaking when AJ Styles was in the ring?
I sure do. I'll remember that night for the rest of my life.
And
Clash
I
in
cannot
Paris.
Imagine
What a
it's
show
gonna be
that
like
was.
in Paris. We were there for Clash in Paris on Sunday the 31st. Monday, of course, Monday Night Raw. And speaking of Lyon, we'll actually be there for SmackDown on Friday night, the 30th of August. Had a lot of fun in that city as well.
Sure did. We'll just leave it at that as to not incriminate anybody.
Watch me. Watch me.
She's coming out by herself.
And her opponent from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, representing the Judgment Day, she is one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Liv Morgan.
Well, Corey, we kicked off the show tonight with Liv Morgan out here demanding that Io Sky just hand the world title over to her, and, well, she paid for it. Things not going quite the way that Morgan has wanted as of late.
Well, some people would say that Liv Morgan seems to be crashing out a bit, as the kids say. We're about to find out whether or not that's the case or if it's more of a controlled chaos, because to many, Liv Morgan is thriving. She's one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions.
Yep.
She's got Dirty Dom, the Intercontinental Champion, by her side. But simultaneously, there's turmoil within the Judgment
I
Day.
think the same
It's
thing
almost as
too,
though Liv's
Miles.
trying to spin too many plates simultaneously, and that could lead to catastrophe.
Well, Liv Morgan looks to get back on her winning streak against Kairi Sane here tonight live on Netflix.
Should be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday at 3 o'clock Eastern, fans at Fanatics Fest
Yeet.
can see the SummerSlam press conference where their favorite superstars, including John Cena and CM Punk, among others, will be live as they get ready for WWE's
Good old
biggest
Fanatics
event of the
Fest.
summer at MetLife Stadium. You can catch the SummerSlam kickoff either live in person or by watching on the WWE social media channels. And then on Sunday at 1:30 Eastern, it's the Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford press conference ahead of one of the biggest boxing events of all time.
That shit's
Head to
gonna be
fanaticsfest.com to buy your tickets for the Ultimate Sports Fan Festival coming to Javits Center in New York City.
Why is Nick Aldis here?
AJ, thank you for returning this in a timely fashion. I'll make sure that it gets back to Dirty Dom eventually. But I have some good news. You have an opportunity to get this back permanently because it's been made official. At Night of Champions, it's AJ Styles versus Dominic Mysterio.
Okay, so that's where the turn's gonna happen. Finn's gonna help AJ.
Bailey, listen, I heard what Becky had
Oh,
to say out
jeez.
there. It's been made official, but I've added a little twist. See, the way I see it is that at WrestleMania, Becky took a title match from you, so the way I see it, you're owed a title match So next week, it's Bayley versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
All right.
Knew I liked you, Nick. Hey, Bailey.
Lyra.
Oh, welcome back. And congratulations, I guess.
Yeah, thanks. Look, I'm just trying to do what's best for me, and I'm sorry I didn't get back to your text messages or your calls. Like, that was a really rough 2 months. I wasn't getting back to anybody. Like, it's nothing personal, I promise.
No, I get it. It's not personal. You're just doing what's best for you. And just know if you win that title, I'll do what's best for me.
You know what's coming there.
Well, two major news notes there, Corey. First, you heard Bayley and Becky
Okay,
Lynch
thank
next
you, guys.
week live in
I haven't been
Columbus,
on Twitter.
Ohio, for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Then a week from Saturday Night of Champions, it will be AJ Styles, Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship.
Job well done by Nick Aldis, but now we've got Kairi Sane one-on-one with Liv Morgan, and you and I were talking earlier about how Liv Morgan doesn't necessarily seem to be herself recently. Liv has got a lot on her plate, perhaps a little too much. This is what... Did Liv injure herself?
I think so. Referee Jessica Carr.
Wait, oh no.
As Kairi Sane looks on.
no.
Liv may have injured her shoulder.
Oh no.
And I believe our doctor is going to head over now and check on Liv Morgan.
Well, listen, this could speak to the point I was about to make. I mean,
All right, so what just
again,
happened?
let's take a look at what happened here. Kairi Sane.
Takedown by Sane. Ooh, is that the right
shoulder?
Right
collapse?
shoulder. I think Liv might have dislocated her shoulder.
Yeah, well, we're going to find out. Doctor's over there with her now.
Oh man. Okay, yeah, Liv's hurt. Oh jeez.
Again, this is the developing situation here, live from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Kairi Sane, Liv Morgan, one-on-one here tonight, and Kairi Sane with what seemed to be a normal takedown of Morgan, and Liv Morgan appeared to perhaps injure her right arm or shoulder.
Well, listen, it's not uncommon to have something like that happen. You do your best if you're being taken down to protect yourself. Sometimes you try to brace
they
for the
have
impact.
the
It looks
camera
as though
pulled
on the
far
one
back
replay we
right
saw
now.
that might have been what Liv was looking to do, trying to get her
Man,
hands up, her
that
arms up, and try
sucks.
to mitigate the impact falling face first. And in the process of doing so, might have injured her shoulder.
Yeah, it's been a rough go as of late for Liv Morgan.
But it speaks to what we were talking about. That
JC,
maybe
I am.
Potentially, Liv does have a little too much on her plate. She was away recently making a movie. She's obviously got her relationship with Dirty Dom. There's turmoil within the Judgment Day. Let's take another look at this as our medical staff tends to Liv Morgan.
And again.
The right elbow.
Oh, that
made
elbow,
contact.
bro.
That could be an
I
elbow,
didn't
could be a
even think that.
shoulder. Notice instantly.
Oh, the doctors are helping Liv Morgan now back to the locker room area.
Yeah,
as we
Liv's
showed
done.
you again. What happened? We hope to get an update
Liv's done.
at some point on Liv.
Her
Just an
elbow, she
unfortunate
grabbed
instance
it
of Liv trying to
instantly.
defend against the takedown, and her body
Oh,
had other
guys,
plans.
Mark, I see what you said there. Truth be told, I don't think that has to do with.
Ladies and gentlemen, Liv Morgan can no longer continue the match. Therefore, your winner, Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane going to earn the W tonight, certainly in a fashion
Yeah, that
other
just
than she had hoped.
that sucks, man.
But a win is a
Wilson,
win.
what's going on, brother? You're good.
Due to an unfortunate
no, man,
injury
I don't think that had
sustained
anything to
by
do with
Liv
Kairi
Morgan.
Sane. I mean, truth be told, that was just
Now, Kairi
she
Sane,
fell on her elbow the wrong way. It could have fractured the elbow.
Picks up the win here tonight, but again,
Man.
the unfortunate situation involving Liv Morgan. We hope to get an update on Liv in just a little bit here.
Nothing much, man.
on
How
Monday
are
Night
ya?
Raw.
I hope Liv gets better, man. All right, they're about to explain it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here live on Monday Night Raw. Unfortunate situation moments ago in the match between Liv Morgan and Kairi Sane. It seemed to be, Corey, a normal takedown by Kairi Sane. It's just the way that Liv Morgan landed.
Yeah, certainly not something we would generally consider high risk, but here's another look in slow motion. Kyrie with the single leg takedown.
Facts, Just.
Watch Liv Morgan's right arm, particularly her elbow and
Jeez.
shoulder area. And all Liv was trying to do was protect herself. This is standard procedure for any
Yeah, Mark, I
sports
can
entertainer.
too.
This is
People will
a
just say whatever they want,
normal
blow
reaction
smoke.
from Liv Morgan trying to protect herself, and unfortunately her
Just
body
a very
appears to have given
unfortunate
out on her
situation.
in this instance. Again, Kairi Sane going to earn the victory due to Liv's inability to finish the match. We will do, as you mentioned moments ago, our best to keep you posted.
Yeah, you saw medical personnel helping Liv to the back. She was favoring her right arm. Hopefully we'll get an update on Liv here in the next couple of minutes on Monday Night Raw. We had talked about it as well. It's been a rough go for Liv over the past couple of months. Of course, she missed some time due to the movie. Came back, had some issues within the Judgment Day, and then tonight, obviously, an unfortunate injury for Liv.
Yeah, the life of a WWE superstar is full-time. The travel, the training, the in-ring, the out-of-the-ring, the appearances. Liv Morgan has thrived and loves that lifestyle. Unfortunately, sometimes your body has other plans.
Yeah, including traveling halfway across the world, which we're going to do a week from Saturday. And one of the feature matchups, of course, is John Cena versus CM Punk for the undisputed WWE Championship. This thing really came to a head last week on Monday Night Raw.
Okay, here we go.
Spineless keyboard warriors. I have limited time. I told you when we started, 36 dates. And if you want to accomplish something, use your voice and send me competition.
Yes, we're gonna hope that Liv gets better soon.
Everyone you have cheered for, I have shut your mouth and beaten your best.
I have a lot of things I want to get off my chest. You mad because the establishment picked you, but the people never did? That title
She has been a workhorse.
corrupted you. By my count, you've got 18 dates left. Of what little respect I had for you, I'll leave it up to you as to which one of those dates I take this off your shoulder. You'll say that date is tonight, right here, right now.
Let's do it. Not tonight. We're going to do it at Night of Champions. Ball's in your court, hero. So what do you say?
Gotta do it.
I use CM Punk's rebellious nature and sociopathic self-confidence to back him into a corner. Where now, if CM Punk really wants to take this, he has to admit to himself that he's a hypocrite.
This is true.
Here's the truth. You can't beat me. When I'm at my best, you never could. I'm gonna ruin wrestling. I'm gonna take the strap and leave. Man, you sound like CM Punk. I won the title. I left with the title. You're trying to follow in my footsteps. You couldn't stop me. You think challenging me at Night of Champions is gonna stop me? I will follow you to hell to prove that I am better than you. You are a goat, but so am I. You are the goat that I will spit roast and sacrifice to the gods of wrestling. You can't see me.
I'll be
I see
honest.
through you. And
I think
always
Punk
have.
wins.
And that's the truth.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, a week from Saturday, 8 o'clock local time, 1 Eastern, 10 a.m. on the West Coast. It has been 13 years since these two men have been involved in a matchup
Yeah, that Punk-
with a
that Punk Cena
championship
segment.
on the line.
Loved
John
it.
Cena, in his words, the last great champion, defends the undisputed WWE Championship against the Second City Saints, CM Punk, the renewal of a great rivalry. A week from Saturday, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Night of Champions.
But before we get to Riyadh, let's take a look at what goes down this coming Friday on SmackDown. Cena will once again have his hands full with the man who shocked the entire wrestling world at Money in the Bank by reappearing and attacking Cena. None other than R.
It was so good I started to see him.
With
That's funny.
John Cena.
That takes place this coming Friday night on SmackDown. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we mentioned moments ago, Liv Morgan was injured in her match with Kairi Sane, helped to the back by medical personnel. We can tell you now that it appears that Liv has suffered a dislocated shoulder in that matchup.
Dislocated shoulder.
Circumstance, Liv Morgan, we know this is a high-risk business. Every night, every competitor who steps in the ring puts their body at risk. Best wishes to Liv. We'll keep you posted.
Yeah, stay tuned to WWE's social media channels throughout the week for the latest.
That does
Liv
suck,
Morgan.
but I don't think they'll have to
Back
take her off
and
TV
Kathy
for that
Kelly.
necessarily.
Thanks so much, Cole. Yeah, everyone
Sami
is talking
Zayn.
about this King of the Ring tournament, and I am here with Sami Zayn. Sami, congratulations on your victory last week. You're moving forward in this tournament, but this Friday you face Randy Orton. So talk to me. Tell me how you're feeling.
I don't know, Kathy. I feel like I've talked about the World Championship so much lately and what it means to me, and now somehow the opportunity's here. You know, and look, I've had the chance a few times in my career to challenge for the World Championship, but I don't know, something about this time just feels different.
Oh, this is so disturbing. It feels
Here we go.
different.
Listen to that pop.
There's absolutely nothing different about this. You know, Sammy, you know you're an insane person, right? You know what an insane person does? They do the exact same thing every day expecting a different result. Let me explain to you what's going to happen. You're going to go to Friday Night SmackDown, and you're going to compete against one of the most diabolical people this business has ever seen. A guy who knows how to win, the Viper, Randy Orton. And then you're going to lose. And he's going to go on to become a 15-time world champion. And then you are going to stay at 0.
You think I'm crazy?
Yeah.
You know what I think you are? I think you're a coward.
Oh.
I think you hide back here and you talk and you hide in the shadows and you lurk and you talk in riddles. Why? You don't go out there because maybe all the big talk that you do, when you go out there, maybe you can't back it up. Maybe you don't have the courage to talk a big game, and maybe you fall on your face and you don't have the courage to go back out there, because trust me, I've talked a big game, I've gone out there and I've lost, and I've had the courage to pick myself back up and go out there again. Can you say the same? I didn't think so. So I'm done listening to you talk. Do you understand me? Right now, my focus is the King of the Ring. That's my priority. But I'm telling you right now, the second that's done, I am going to Adam Pearce.
Look at Karrion Kross's face.
And you and me, we're going to have this match once and for all.
This is hinting at the future,
It's
folks.
about time.
Time. All right, I like that. I like that a lot.
Are you going to join in the festivities tonight, Graves?
We'll see how I'm feeling when he gets here. Well, you better take it easy. We don't need another injury.
That's why I'm just standing here and flapping my arms. You got to give Jey Uso credit, Corey. Last week he came out here, he lost his coveted world championship to Gunther, but he's back on the horse tonight, looking for redemption and an opportunity to advance in the King of the Ring tournament.
You love to see it.
The following fatal four-way is a first-round match in the King of the Ring tournament. Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jey Uso.
I think we're going to see exactly what Jey Uso is made of when it comes to mental fortitude. You're talking about getting back on the horse, about having a short
Here we go,
memory,
main event
forgetting
time.
the loss to Gunther. That's what Jay's going to have to do, because he's going to have 3 behemoths gunning for him in this matchup. But it could eventually all lead to what Jey wants most, another opportunity to become World Heavyweight Champion once again.
Welcome to Yeet Bay. See what I did there?
I did. I'm going to do my best to ignore it.
See, but this is how it's done. That's how it's done.
You see that dap? That dap was crazy.
You've been practicing. I'll give it to you.
Jey Uso with an
It is,
opportunity
Chester.
to head to the semifinals. Sheamus, Rusev, Big Bronson Reed stand in his way. It's live on Netflix.
I did see that, Sharon. They just eating away over here.
Town tonight.
I saw a sign up there. Rather than cheesehead, it said yeethead.
Wilson, you got Bronson?
Not entirely sure
I got
the
Jay.
implication.
Man.
You mentioned it earlier, Corey. This is the tough road for Jey Uso. In the ring with a former multi-time world champion in Sheamus. Big Bronson Reed, who's been on a tear, and of course the returning Rusev.
Hey, man, shout out Jey Uso. Jey Uso so far.
Jey Uso earned the loss. Jey Uso has not run from the truth. Jey hasn't blamed anybody but himself. Jey tried his best. He fought his heart out. He defended his World Heavyweight Championship proudly and simply couldn't get the job done on that given night against Gunther.
The only criticism that anyone could have of Jey
Yes, sir.
Uso
It does,
is the
Miles.
fact that heading into that title match last week, involved himself
It's just me, Oos. Hold on 1 second, guys.
may have cost him the championship.
Could certainly be an argument made. But the fact is, Jey Uso, to your point, is back on the horse. Jey Uso looking to move forward. Let the past exist in the past. Worry about the future and climbing back up the mountain. It all begins tonight in Green Bay.
Encore.
It does suck that Liv got injured. Hey, David, don't be shocked if the Pacers pick this one up.
Remember, the winner of the King of the Ring tournament gets an opportunity at the World Championship in their respective brands. So it's a quick opportunity for Jey Uso to perhaps earn his way back into the world title hunt.
Just me,
Loud
Oos.
crowd in Green Bay eating along as Jey Uso is all business.
I gotta give these fans all the credit in the world. The fact they're all still eating after all this time, they're in better shape than I am.
I had to sit down.
We back in 12 seconds. We back, y'all.
We are in Green Bay, Wisconsin tonight. Titletown, host, of course, of the
All right.
NFL's Green Bay Packers. And want to remind you that 6 Feet Under with The Undertaker is now available under the WWE
So,
podcast
yeah,
network in
thank
partnership
you,
with
Chester, for
Fanatics.
asking that.
The latest episode
I
dropped
think I'm going to
last
take
Thursday
tomorrow and
with
Wednesday off,
co-host
guys.
Michelle McCool. Download
Just
6
to,
Feet Under with The Undertaker on all audio
Just to
platforms and
spend some
watch
time with
on
some family. I'll be back on
WWE
Friday.
YouTube.
I might post some TikToks or something, but
We of course are in Green Bay. Right
I think
across the street
as much
from
as I
historic
love
Lambeau
this,
Field,
the
19th
mental
time.
needs to
Monday Night
needs to
Raw
go get
has
right. You guys
emanated
could
from
probably
Green Bay.
see I'm a little checked
Very
out,
first
you
Raw
know.
in Green Bay
I don't
happened
mean to
back
be,
in 1996.
but yeah, family stuff. It's got me.
Next week,
It's got me
Monday Night
anxious,
Raw
man.
heads
I'll be
down
honest.
to Ohio, the capital city of Columbus.
So I appreciate you guys sticking with me
Great
through the night.
matchups on hand, including
But
the
I'm gonna take
Intercontinental
tomorrow and
Championship
Wednesday
match in
off,
the women's division.
just so
Becky
everybody
Lynch
is
will
aware.
Defend the title against a passionate and emotional Bayley live next week on Netflix.
And the Queen of the Ring semifinals get underway. And there is a storm headed to Columbus as Jade Cargill goes one-on-one with the prodigy of the Judgment Day, Roxanne Perez.
And also, it'll be a semifinal matchup on the men's side of things. Cody Rhodes, who is advanced, will take on the winner of our next matchup. It'll either be Sheamus.
So it's gonna
Rusev,
be Cody and Jay, probably.
Or main event, Jay Uso, who is already in the ring. He's been Udi throughout the commercial break, getting set for our main event match tonight. I want to remind everyone that Sam Roberts and Megan Durant dive into everything from Monday Night Raw and WWE on Raw Recap, brought to you by Fanatics, available every Tuesday on WWE's YouTube and all audio platforms wherever you get your podcasts. Bailey, a special guest on Raw Recap.
Thank you, Darth, bro. I appreciate it, man. That's the goal here, man. Just put the family first, spend time with them, enjoy them. You know what I mean? I actually called off my real job, too, for the week. Just to go be with family, man.
From Bulgaria, weighing in at 270 pounds, Rusev!
A man who claims he will save superstars from themselves. Rusev has returned to WWE with a vengeance.
This is an extremely different Rusev than the
Yep.
man I knew many years back in FCW when we were in developmental together. Rusev physically in the best shape of his career, and to your point, Rusev views himself as something of a guiding light in the locker room. Says he wants to teach the locker room to learn from his mistakes.
Thank you, Sharon.
Looking
I
to
appreciate it.
save superstars before they destroy themselves.
Looking to intimidate.
I'm trying to
Jey
keep it
Uso
together,
there.
guys.
Well, individual event tickets for SummerSlam at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey on Saturday, August 2nd, Sunday, August 3rd are on sale this
I'm
Wednesday,
saying Jay, Mark.
June 18th via Ticketmaster. Pre-sale is tomorrow.
He
June
looked at
17th.
Rusev and
Combo
did the yeet.
tickets are on sale
Yeet.
right now. Not sure if I can do this justice, but it's Fight Night, baby!
The Redeemer, baby.
From Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 267 pounds,
Sheamus.
You know, there's only
Sheamus
been one
should
man in
win.
history to have been crowned King of the Ring on
But you
two
know, him
different
and
occasions.
Rusev, they're
That is
just
the
going to
Hall
take
of
each other
Famer,
out, and it's going to be
Bret
Jay and
the Hitman
Bronson.
Hart from back in the 1990s. Sheamus won the King of the Ring in 2010. Corey, he wants to become only the second man to win 2 times King of the Ring.
Sheamus knows all too well what value the crown can bring to your career, but here we see 2 longtime friends turn bitter rivals in Sheamus and Rusev. Rusev told me earlier today, when he needed Sheamus most, Sheamus left him in the dark. Sheamus turned his back as Rusev said he was lost in the abyss. And Sheamus said, Rusev, it's about time you man up and earn your mistakes. Own your choices.
Well, the last time that these 2 men were in the same match was 6 years ago at WrestleMania 35, but they haven't been opponents in a decade.
Talking League of Nations days?
Yes.
Bring Barrett back.
accompanied by WWE Hall of Famer, the Iceman, Paul Heyman.
With the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Australia, weighing in at 330 pounds, Big Bronson Reed.
Well, Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins is a win by Bronson Reed tonight to complete his plan. Well, remember what happened before Money in the Bank? Seth Rollins and company, well, they took out LA Knight and others on Friday Night SmackDown before Money in the Bank. Well, payback was coming last week.
Well, LA Knight, the notorious hothead, would hit a BFT on Braun Breaker, dropping Breaker last Monday. But Breaker and Reed did not forget. Mess with this duo at your own peril. Hellacious spear by Breaker, which opened the door for the Viper to advance in the King of the Ring tournament.
All right.
So LA Knight cost Braun Breaker an opportunity to advance last
Good old
week,
Paul
and they
Heyman,
cost
baby.
LA Knight an opportunity to advance this past Friday night. You saw Randy Orton win that match on Friday, so this is how things look right now. Friday night on SmackDown, it's the men's semifinals. Sami Zayn will take on Randy Orton. And then Monday, Cody Rhodes defends against the winner of this matchup in the other semifinals.
Tonight on the menu, the Big E special. I hope they reinforce the ring. This thing's got more beef than a Brazilian steakhouse. Sheamus sent to the outside, courtesy of Big Bronson Reed.
Oh, and Sheamus takes out Reed at the knees.
And I know it's a newfound alliance, but Cole, I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. The fact that Big Bronson Reed is now taking orders from both Seth Rollins
here we go.
and the wise man Paul
Bronson
Heyman,
just
if that is
launched
not one of the scariest alliances you could conceive, I don't know what is.
Indeed, as you see Rusev now taking apart Jey Uso. Jey, of course, his ribs heavily wrapped due to a tsunami from Bronson Reed a couple of weeks back, and then, of course, the attack by Gunther this past Monday, the night that Jey Uso lost his world title.
Big right hand by Rusev on the ear of Jey Uso. And here comes Big Bronson Reed.
Yeah, the Oscilla.
Look at this. These two unloading the heavy artillery.
This is a fatal four-way rules. First man to gain pinfall or submission picks up the win and advances to the semifinals. No
It's a
countouts,
lot
no
of meat
disqualifications.
in this match.
So with a suicide dive, taking out Rusev.
And then there's Jay.
Who is going to advance to the semifinals of the King of the Ring?
And then there's Jay, man. Just kind of flying around.
And again, very important, the King of the Ring tournament, because if you win, you get an opportunity at your respective brand's world title
Here we
at
go.
SummerSlam.
But we're only a few minutes into this matchup, and you can see the pain etched on the face of the former World Heavyweight Champion, main event Jey Uso.
Does
And
Bronson
here
Reed
comes
win?
Sheamus.
How
A man
interesting
who
would
referred
that
to
be?
himself as the Great White. You don't want to come into battle wounded against the Celtic Warrior.
Yeah, Hall of Fame resume for Sheamus, a four-time world champion, numerous time United States champion and tag team champ. He's won the Rumble, he's run Money in the Bank, he's run King of the Ring. Accomplished just about everything in his career.
Boom.
You want to know how important it is to ring King of the Ring? Ask a guy like Gunther, the current world champion.
Yeah,
who last
Abs, I
year
am.
won and went on to SummerSlam
My bad, brother.
to beat Damian Priest to win his first world title.
Why bring back
Anybody's
Rusev
match.
to lose?
A few feet away from us.
Yeah,
Rusev and Reed are wrecking the place.
Yeah, the reason you heard me come out of my chair is because Rusev just about drove Bronson Reed through
Nothing
the
but
barricade.
meat.
You are right.
Bold decision by main event Jey Uso. Good
Nothing
Lord,
but
man.
meat.
And Bronson Reed driving Rusev headfirst into our table.
Yeah, Cam, I agree. 100%, man.
The cowl to the announce table.
It's all perfectly legal under fatal four-way rules. Look at the intensity in the eyes of Rusev.
And now Bronson Reed.
Here they are, right here, John.
To the apron. Rusev is
oh no,
not done yet.
Rusev and Bronson
destroy
Reed.
the entire town.
No way.
Rusev trying to suplex the 330-pound
I was about
Reed.
to say.
Reed able to counter. And now Bronson Reed lifts Rusev up and drives him to the hood of the announce table.
Jeez.
And again, like Corey mentioned, no disqualifications, no countouts. And now Sheamus turns his attention to big Bronson Reed, who delivers a headbutt of his own. And we knew this was going to be a physical matchup.
And we remember the dominance of Big Bronson Reed prior to his career
Slash
threatening.
to the bad ribs. Cover. Jay kicks out at 2.
His career-threatening injury that he suffered back at Survivor Series. But
Thank
now
you,
that
Pee Wee.
Reed's
I
back
appreciate
under the
it.
tutelage, under the guidance of Paul Heyman. You know how governments fear that the right technology
That would be
falls
interesting,
into the
Mark.
wrong hands because it could be dangerous with somebody who wields it?
Oh.
That's kind of what I think.
Shout
of
out to my
when I
boy
think of
John
the
with
concept
another
of Big Bronson Reed
$9.99.
under the control
Big shout
of
out
both
to you,
Paul
John,
Heyman
man. I appreciate that, honestly.
Bronson Reed had quite a
Thank you
rivalry
so
with
much,
Seth
brother.
Rollins. Delivered a dozen tsunamis
Yeet.
one night, and Seth said, "I
That's
put
my
this
guy,
on
John.
team." And Bronson Reed right now dominating.
It's not working for you?
Not 100%.
Well, type
Jey
out your
Uso.
message, man, so I can read it. Dex, that is a possibility. Well, guys, we are we're one super chat away from hitting the goal today.
330-pound man.
How cool.
Coming off the top of the War Game structure, shattering both ankles, and now he's back in action.
Big Bronson Reed.
There it is.
Paul Heyman dream
Yay.
come true.
Paul Heyman continues to just surround himself.
I could see that happening, Dex.
You've known Paul Heyman about longer than I have, Cole. Have you ever known Paul Heyman to lose at anything?
Oh, here comes
He
Sheamus.
may pivot, he may shift, but Paul Heyman does not lose.
Well, Heyman obviously knew talent. He tutored me along the way. As
we all make mistakes.
In trouble now. Uso with a big kick to the face. And Uso looking to rally, but
Jeez,
Rusev about
Rusev
took his
is
head
a
off.
beast.
We talked during his entrance about the fact that Rusev is in perhaps the best physical condition of his career. Got a little leaner, just as muscular, just as strong as ever, but now quicker than ever before. But Big Bronson Reed gets a taste of the steel ring post, courtesy of the Celtic Warrior. Here comes Sheamus.
And Sheamus now launched into
Yo,
the
flew.
WWE Universe. Now remember, Rollins wants Reed to win the King of the Ring tournament because then Big Bronson Reed would go after the World Heavyweight title in Gunther, and Seth Rollins could turn his attention with the Money in the Bank.
Look at
the other side of
Sheamus.
things, the undisputed WWE title.
Right now, Bronson needs to.
Oh, shout out to my guy. Shout out to my guy Cam. We hit the super chat goal tonight. 4 letters, 1 word. Yeet. That's who we room for tonight, Cam. Shout out to you guys, man. We hit the super chat goal. That's awesome.
Make it 20.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Sheamus is fired up tonight.
Well, you mentioned
Yeet.
it earlier, understands what winning King of the Ring means, and wow.
Here comes Reed.
And Reed, though, as Jey Uso sidesteps it.
Reed might have just taken himself out of the equation.
Reed goes into the barricade. 1985, Don Morocco, very first King of the Ring.
All right.
This is the 25th edition of this historic tournament. Rusev just clobbered, Jey Uso, ran him over. Nothing pretty.
Nothing pretty.
about Rusev.
Almost reminiscent of the great Big Van Vader, using his entire body as a battering ram to flatten main event Jey.
And now these longtime friends and bitter rivals turn their attention to one another. Sheamus has never beaten Rusev in a matchup.
Really? That's actually
Rusev
kind of
blamed
interesting.
Sheamus for some of the darkest days of his career, and Sheamus said, suck it up, man up, own your mistakes. Here we go!
Rusev and Sheamus exchanging blows in the middle of the ring. This has been simmering for weeks. Now clubbing blow drew. Sent Sheamus back to the rope, but look at Sheamus now with the forearm. Sheamus misses wildly.
Look out!
Wow, what a spin kick.
And that is terrifying
A solid
athleticism
spin kick.
from a man the size of Rusev. Look at the intensity on the face.
Yeah, former 3-time United States champion runs into a boot by the Celtic
Big
Warrior.
boot.
And Sheamus up and down
Sheamus.
goes Rusev. Sheamus staring into the eyes of his adversary.
Sheamus and Rusev, dude, are
Rusev
crazy.
returning the stare. And these two men just beat
Rusev should have
one
won.
another.
Oh, you ain't kidding. There's some live rounds going back and forth right now.
And again, the prize at the end of the King of the Ring tournament is the champion at
Bronson Reed's
SummerSlam.
big ass just rolled on through.
As Bronson Reed just, and now look at these two still going at one another.
Picking up right where they left off.
Yeah, completely.
One more time.
Now, big splash in the corner by Big Bronson Reed. Jey Uso fighting back. Tremendous resilience by Jey. Caught by Bronson Reed. This is not going to be good for Jey Uso. World strongest slam delivered. Then they break
Very
some
Mark
more
Henry.
ribs.
All right, we're going to commercial, yo.
Reed was pointing down to Paul Heyman, who is sitting on our announce table. Reed understands what being aligned with Breakker and Rollins and Heyman means.
I think
for his
Reed should
career.
win too. Reed versus Cody. I think Dex made a good point. Have LA Knight get
The
involved.
world of pressure on a WWE superstar. They either crumble or they become a diamond. And look at Paul Heyman's track record. The guy could open a jewelry store with all the diamonds he's created in this game.
No doubt about that. Oh, and a big elbow delivered to Sheamus in the King of the Ring tournament. 10 world champions have been King of the Ring. 12 Hall of Famers have been crowned
I agree.
King of the Ring.
I agree. I think that's what's going to happen,
So
Darth.
much to everyone's career. Ask Booker T for being King Booker meant to his career.
King Booker.
No doubt about that. But right now, Rusev trying to chop down the monstrous Big Bronson Reed.
What a suplex. How athletic is this 330-pounder?
It's terrifying. It is absolutely terrifying.
Look at Bronson, dude. Just a
330 pounds,
big dog.
Depending on the day. Sometimes more, sometimes a little bit less. Big Bronson Reed is a force of nature, no matter how you slice it.
And right now, he's just completely dominating everyone as he just continues to stand on the injured midsection of Jey Uso. Well-documented internal injuries have been suffered by Jey.
And in my opinion, and the opinions of many, Big Bronson Reed is redefining what it means to be a big man in this game. Size, speed, athleticism, agility. He's not a plodding giant of yesteryear. But Big Bronson Reed's the future.
Jey Uso, though,
burger after burger after burger.
Never say die attitude, and that saved him there.
You know what else Jey Uso
That's funny,
has?
Kev.
Busted ribs.
True. And Sheamus now trying to kick away Rusev, and he does, and it allows Bronson Reed at least momentarily to move out of harm's way. And I'm not sure Sheamus wants to do this.
Why? Oh my God!
Takes out
Yo,
Reed.
Sheamus just
High
flew.
reward for the Celtic Warrior. And now Rusev from behind.
Why did
Now, we were
Sheamus
talking
go
about
that high
AJ
up?
Styles being timeless earlier
After
tonight. How about
burger.
Sheamus just
Hey,
continues
Darth, that
to
was
age
good,
in
bro.
reverse, hits harder than ever, and is still as hungry as his first day on the job.
The best shape of his career.
Rusev doing heel work amazingly. Where's the camera going to be?
Sheamus
On the
over there, Cole.
on the crown.
Sheamus just threw Rusev over our announce table. Rusev, meanwhile, I think he grabbed your monitor.
I just had Rusev deposited into my lap. Courtesy of the Celtic Warrior, who now stands eye to eye with the former World Heavyweight Champion main event, Jey Uso.
Yeah, first man to gain pinfall or submission advances to the semifinals next Monday night against one Cody Rhodes right here on Monday Night Raw.
Cody Rhodes, baby.
Now Sheamus and Jey Uso battling it out. Sheamus, Jey trying to hang on. Sheamus, now he's going to set up Jey for 10
Here we
minutes
go.
of the battle. And I'm not sure that Jey Uso's insides can take this.
No, you're right about that. We already
Gotta
know
step
that
back.
Jey's ribs are banged up to the extent of which we aren't entirely certain.
Nice kick.
Caught him on the temple.
Sheamus wants to make sure.
Irish cross.
No.
Right in the ribs.
To the injured midsection. And now Big Bronson Reed. He just headbutted Sheamus in the chest.
And Sheamus dropped like a stone.
Man, just a freak of nature. This 330-pound Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed. Oh, is this
could be
Batista?
the beginning of the end for the Celtic Warrior and this fatal four-way. Think about that, Cole.
Oh, Sheamus just trying to get 330 pounds up on his shoulders.
Sheamus got it.
He's got Bronson Reed up in position.
Irish curse?
He's going to do it. White noise. Cover. Kick out. And now Rusev just blew through
I miss
referee
Drew,
Rod
too.
Zapata to get the
Big
Sheamus.
time.
And Rusev trying to capitalize on a depleted Sheamus. Just
Dang,
dropped
did he
the
hit his
Celtic
head on his
Warrior
knee?
On to Big Bronson Reed. Rusev standing strong. It could be seconds away from advancing in the King of the Ring tournament.
And Rusev has been so dominant in this
Rusev
match.
is a dog.
Indeed it is. Big kick by Jey Uso, who's back in the fight. Talk about guts out of Uso tonight. What a performance.
Nice.
This is sheer will on display from main event Jey Uso, who's got his eyes locked on a downed Rusev.
Went for the super kick. Rusev able to intercept.
Oh!
And a big kick to the back of the head. And Rusev positioning now Uso with a bad inside, bad ribs and all, looking for the accolade. Submission move.
Got
the
it in.
accolade locked in on Uso. Uso writhing in agony.
There it is. It's cinched in deep.
Is Uso going to tap out to the accolade? Rusev sits back. He's got Uso in trouble. Is Jey going to tap out?
That has to
Jey
be
trying
beyond
somehow hang
uncomfortable.
on. Remember, ropes will not force a break in a fatal four-way.
Jay's breaking
buys
out.
himself enough time for Sheamus to get back into the
Oh,
mix.
jeez, oh, Pete.
Big knee. kick. Man, how physical is this? Oh! Into the cover for the win. Bronson Reed with a senton
Bronson
saves
flew.
the match.
When you are dealing with 4 of WWE's heaviest hitters, this
Where's
is
LA
exactly
Knight?
what you came to expect.
Oh no!
Where's LA Knight?
Top rope, tsunami!
Nothing.
That one registered on the Richter scale.
And somehow Jey Uso
Jey
saves
had
the
dub.
matchup just barely. Bro kicks.
Jay didn't even throw his body. He just used all of his weight to move him.
What a sequence of offense from the field in this one. Here
Spear.
comes main event Jay picking up speed.
That was a beautiful spear. Anybody who hates Jey Uso's spear, I kind of have a problem with you. Because he does it very clean. He lets his arms go. I like it.
Oh, and look who's here.
Braun Breaker.
And the official can't do anything about it. There's no disqualification.
Braun Breaker is here.
Braun Breaker proudly playing spoiler.
Where's he at? Sami Zayn. Oh.
Sami Zayn, who's had massive issues with Breaker and Rollins and company. Attacking.
Oh, nice.
Steel post. Sami Zayn, who's got Orton in the semifinals Friday night, is fired up. Haluma kick. Braun Breaker.
What just happened?
Oh, no. Goodness, with
Oh,
Sami
no.
Zayn.
Oh, my God, look out!
Oh, jeez.
Sami Zayn over the announce table to the floor. And the
Sammy's hurt bad, Cole.
Yeah. There's Penta. Oh, jeez.
Penta, who was taken out by Breaker and company.
The damn dogs are barking.
There's carnage all over the place. Bronson Reed has Jey Uso.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Go up top and put Uso away.
Is Bronson about to get it? LA Knight, I knew it.
LA Knight.
And Defiant Megastar gets his lick back.
He cost Breaker last week. Is he going to cost Reed tonight?
Is this it?
Big Bronson Reed is down. Jay making the climb to the top.
Jay about to get his get back?
The spear. Uso splash.
Is Jay getting his get back?
Can Jey
Oh,
Uso
one more?
do it again?
Why not? Why not? Just fly, Jay. Oh, yeah, that's it. One, two, three. There it is. What chaos. All right. Well, my original prediction was right.
Braun Breaker did everything he could to hand Bronson Reed the victory. With a little payback from Sammy and LA Knight and Penta.
What an insane sequence of events for the right to advance in the King of the Ring tournament. Hats off, kudos, congratulations to main event Jey Uso for surviving what
Oh, no.
Well, Jey Uso may have survived the battle, but I'm not quite sure.
There's no
about
world
the
champion here.
Here comes a ticked off Seth Rollins because for the second straight week, his plan was thwarted. Breaker out last week, Reed out this week, and Rollins is pissed off.
Rollins, Reed, and Breaker wasting no time and making the entire roster enemies.
Meanwhile, Jey Uso is a sitting duck. Jey Uso gave everything he had in that matchup to somehow pull off the miracle win, and now Jey Uso can't even defend himself. And Rollins.
Cody Rhodes is here.
Wait a minute!
What is going on?
A man set those very well.
We're getting Jay and Cody next week. Wow. Okay, do something. It's like 2 sticks. Come on, do something. Oh, Seth is very angry. That chain is crazy. Yep. We can run this back at any time. Yeah, Seth's gonna walk away.
Well, Seth Rollins will wait to fight another day. As Cody Rhodes comes to the aid.
Now he knows what has to happen next.
Tag team partner, former tag champs together. Main event, Jey Uso, but Corey, now things get interesting for these two.
The semifinals are set. Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso.
This is gonna be good. Cody and Jey, that's gonna be fire.
What sort of scheme do you think Heyman's cooking up?
Well, Rollins and company have
Heyman just said he
created
can't
many enemies.
outmaneuver you.
And it's a great question, Corey, because you know something's coming down the pipe. But now we focus on next Monday night in Columbus. Friends are going to have to put it aside.
A former WWE champion.
Let's do it.
Versus a former world heavyweight champion. Former tag team championship partners. A matchup laden with gold.
That'll be awesome.
One of these two men will advance to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and Night of Champions.
That'll be good.
Battle it out for the opportunity to be crowned King of the Ring. Next week, massive semifinal matchup. Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, live.
Tell me
on
why, Darth. I
Monday
thought that for a
Night Raw.
second. All right, y'all. And that's the show. Which also means that is my live stream. What are we rating it in the chat, y'all? How we feeling about it? 9 out of 10? 9 out of 10? Okay. Darth says, Billy Stream, 100 billion out of 10. What a guy. John, thank you, brother. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate y'all so much. You have no idea. All right. 9 out of 10? Yeah, I'm going to go the same thing. I'm just going to go out and say it right away. I'm going to go 9 out of 10. Thought Raw was good. Again, just maneuvering storylines, putting pieces where they need to be. Even though I was not a fan of the Goldberg return, does not mean that it's not important. It is kind of cool that he is going to go on and have his last run, regardless of what the internet tells you. He's gonna go out there, have his retirement match. It's gonna be against Gunther, who is obviously very, very viable to be in that position to essentially retire Goldberg. Or if you have Seth Rollins do it, with a cash in, there's always that, Like, there's a lot of things that you could do because, I mean, one thing that Goldberg was known for is beating people down so badly that, they couldn't even stand up. So maybe Goldberg gets that same opportunity. Gunther's down. Gunther gets cashed in on. It makes sense because of who Goldberg is. There's so many things and variables that you can pinpoint to that. We didn't get John Cena and CM Punk. There was like a little vignette, but obviously they didn't follow up from SmackDown. But John Cena has a match against R-Truth on Friday, so that'll be interesting to see. 9 out of 10 Raw, 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10 Billy Stream. We do have a lot of great stories to look forward to. I agree, John. Just want to go out and say, if you guys stuck around for this whole stream, thank you so much. I would stay on, a decent amount, but I'm beat up. I'm exhausted, man. Like I said, I'm always going to be transparent with you guys. I'm a little beat. I'm a little exhausted, ready for bed. I'm just tired. I think, man, life, right? Life gets you. Time to time, it does. I want to say that's all I got, man. The main event was good. They put on a clinic. Hope Liv gets better soon. Yes, must mention that. All the prayers in the world for Liv. regardless of what you see on TV. Always remember they're real humans. These things are uncontrollable. You too, Cam. Make sure to be safe, man. But yes, these things are very, very uncontrollable, and they happen, right? So make sure when you guys are looking on the internet, just remember what happened between Kyrie and Liv. Total accident. Things happen. It's pro wrestling. Don't let the internet hype you up and tell you otherwise. Thank you, Darth. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna be back on Friday. We hit the super chat goal today, man. So what I'm gonna do is I'll start the stream probably maybe like an hour before on Friday, and we can all kick it and just kind of hang out a little bit. Because I appreciate you guys so much. Hitting that super chat goal means the world to me. Obviously, you guys are never obligated to do that. All I ask is that you guys like the stream, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. Wilson, I will see you this Friday. Cannot wait. Thank you so much, man. But all right, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to catch up with you guys on Friday. Until then, love you guys. If you're a member of the channel, feel free to text me at any time. My phone is always open to you guys and available. So just always know that. You guys can always reach out to me and I'll respond. So shout out to all my members, man. Thank you guys. And everybody who super chatted, Miles, John, Cam, Phil, just outstanding. I appreciate you guys so very much. Yes, I will see you guys on